Listen, I'm gonna keep Discord around solely because it lets me find 40K games, and that's probably it.
I mean, yeah. Until they block you for not submitting your government ID and then losing your government ID to 19 different hacks.
Yeah, well, I
Right.
mean, look, that's what the wallet thing is for, or the walrus picture is for.
True.
You know what you should do, Atten? You should do the age verification if it ever comes up. Use the sneaky body pillow and see if that works.
Oh,
Okay, so
God.
you're a much better person than me because my first thought was steal my brother's license.
My first thought was use a sock puppet.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest, if your brother broke your nose for that, I would not blame him in the slightest.
Right.
Oh, I deserve it, 100%. But
That assumes many things.
Wow. Who really opens up with... Stein, have you started the event yet in Blue Archive?
Yeah.
oh no,
The
what
fucking
weird-
opening
Wild Hunt?
cinematic is just...
Sensei woke up drunk. Or
Sensei
something.
woke up drunk /
Drunk.
after drugs, yeah. The smuggler just starts talking to him and is like, yeah, by the way, this is my waist size, bust size, hip size. It's like, who
What?
does that?
Now, to be fair,
a
she-
very thirsty individual opens with that.
She explicitly says, but I thought Sensei was interested in these sorts of things. I had heard that was information Sensei collected. Sensei's like, well, I mean, I am curious, so do continue. Not beating the allegations at all.
Also, the bad guys of
They're-
this
they're not
fucking
allegations at
event
this
is
point.
called the
Let's not
Free
pretend.
Trade Cartel.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Quote unquote bad guys. Remember, this
Oh.
is for the art school who bans import of illicit goods they don't like, which is, I think that boils down to
It's like an
banned
Eero maggot.
books and
It's like
shit.
I was gonna say, is it like is it like a porn manga joke? Is that what it is?
I'm not entirely sure. I
I
haven't
don't-
gotten that far into it. I know they
Think so?
explicitly ban some things, but I haven't seen what the list is like.
And I mean,
Okay, then.
considering the last event that was dealing with Wild Hunt was them banning woo-woo bullshit, I don't know.
Yeah, they wanted to
sorry.
ban magic.
Woo woo bullshit.
Woo-woo
The study of
bullshit. You know
magic.
the stuff that hot, crazy women can be into when they're hot and crazy?
Yep.
Stuff like
Yep.
crystals and astromancy
Yep.
and... Yeah.
Because
They were
we're in
banning
art
books
school, we
based
don't
on
need
that.
woo-woo bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's
Wait.
why the Free Trade Society exists, to ship that shit in. For lots of money, huge markup.
Okay then.
I mean,
Well,
supply and demand!
That's fair. That is theoretically the free market at work.
What you ought to have to understand is that with Blue Archive, apparently the schools are nation states, so
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
I mean,
That's the
that
whole
was
thing?
that was obvious from the get-go.
Well, I mean, the other thing that's really weird about Blue Archive is that all of these events are occurring just as the sensei shows up. And the
or he
time
happens to show
dial...
up around the time.
Yes, but like time dilation's very weird in Blue Archive because there's a bunch of events that happen in Blue Archive that you would think logically would have occurred before now, but only are magically happening now that you, the player, are here.
Hmm.
There's
Or
a lot of events
things
like that where it's
that-
just like, how is this running before this?
Like, all right,
That
certain events, like
Ooh.
the New Year's event, right? Are where Hina says, or I think it's Hina, or somebody says they've been in high school for 5 or 6 years now. And it's like, wait, hang on, you've been
Wait,
in high school for how
Small
long?
children,
and you've had how
are
many...
you trapped in a time loop?
Yeah, yes.
Oh no. Oh, the
If not a
nation state
time loop,
schools
then
are
some
all
kind of
just stuck in Groundhog Day. Oh no.
Yeah, that's the other
if not
thing
a
is
time loop or
that.
Groundhog Day, it's some kind of weird
So first
timey-wimey
off,
bullshit where time doesn't really
Sensei is
pass.
time looped, just to be clear. So the entire story starts
Once.
off making it very clear that you, the main character, are on, at minimum, loop 2.
Yeah, at
What?
minimum. Well,
What?
loop 3 actually, because later on,
Yes, that's later
spoilers.
on, but I'm saying as a
When
prologue sign,
yes, that's the prologue. Yes.
as the
I don't think
prologue,
I
the
don't think I got
opening
far enough in the
prologue
prologue to
cinematic
get that.
literally says you are on loop 2. Well, not
You were
literally,
on loop
but
2, yes.
heavily implies you are on loop
Heavily
2.
implied. Okay.
Because the character you're
Yeah.
talking to goes, I should have listened to you the first time. Maybe you'll have better luck this time around without me interfering.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I-
she's still interfering. She's just
I want to believe. Okay, I
doing
want to be clear. I
baby
believe you.
play.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Sensei doesn't remember that shit either, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, well, they re-added the prologue for people that forgot that part. Now that we're
Yeah,
getting
you
into
can go
more
back
of
and
the end game.
rewatch it.
Yeah,
Did they re-add
But
or
when
did
you
they
meet,
rewrite?
they re-added.
no, they re-added it.
There was always the prologue. It's just
When you,
before they released it to PC, I think, you just didn't have the option to rewatch it. So it's like it was a one-time thing. Like the first time you started up the app, you saw that prologue,
Oh,
and then you
yeah,
could never see it again.
one of the worst things about gacha games, like Wuthering Waves. It's a shame that's not a proper release because restarting that means re-rolling a new account and losing all
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
of really cool characters and weapons that you built
oh
over the course of the game.
Yeah, that's rough.
no,
But
Oh man.
yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. I checked out Enfield, by the way.
Yes.
I'm not too big a fan of the combat, and that's mostly because I
Mhm.
got my fill of
Yep.
hold attack to do combo
It's
from my 50
Wuthering
to
Wave Genshin Impact combat. Yep.
from well, no, because those other two games, the combos aren't hold button to do combo, it's press button in sequence to do combo. I got my fill of hold for combo from my 50 to 70 hours in FF15, however long ago that was now.
yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
I could have kept going though if it wasn't for the fucking tutorials.
The
In
tutorials.
Enfield
my
or
God.
the
The AIC tutorials are so
Oh.
fucking bad. I'm like, I played Satisfactory for 70 hours, and I'm like, okay, great. Now that you've told me how to maneuver, I can go through this, right? No, we're going to. Hey, player, I
No.
know this is tutorial number 6. So here's what you do: you press this button, the button that lets me pick stuff, yeah, and then you press the
Max,
thing you want to do. It's like, I
have
know.
terrible news for you.
How much longer does it go?
Max, I have terrible news for you.
Because
The
much
you're
tutorial
too
never
long.
stops, comrade.
How many
There's
more
21
AIC
tutorials in total. They are pretty much all like that, except for like maybe 2 of them.
So I will caveat this. You
The
can skip the
worst-
majority of them.
The
Yes.
worst part, but the problem is the ones I'm not allowed to skip.
Yes.
Yes. There are very few
I
of
will
those,
say, though,
surprisingly.
It did have something that would have been cool to have in Satisfactory. I like the blueprint idea.
Yes.
So can I customize the blueprint
Yes.
to my
What do you-
liking?
Yes.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can make your own custom blueprints.
I haven't gotten to that point yet. It's just been, hey, we're teaching you how to unlock blueprints for the time being.
So
No,
technically speaking,
the second you unlock blueprints, you've unlocked blueprints. Like the second you have a
Yeah.
blueprint, you've unlocked blueprints.
Oh, okay. The game does not. Honestly, my eyes started glazing over by the 3rd AIC tutorial.
That's fair.
Because
See, the thing is, people are
the
that
worst
dumb.
part, by the way.
I've already
here's the worst
seen
part,
people
Sneaky.
complain how hard AIC is.
Oh, but no, Sneaky, here's the worst part. The amount of tutorials that are shoved in your face that aren't optional,
Yeah.
that's been reduced.
Yeah.
because that was a complaint in the beta. There were too many
Yes.
tutorials that were required.
People
This
are
is the
retarded.
reduced, and that scares me.
People are retarded.
Yes.
But I'm glad Arknight's character writing continues to be strong.
Oh, it's
You're
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
You
absolutely.
were right, by the way. Ember is a fantastic character right off the bat.
She's precious.
I also
amazing.
I got my first free 6-star because the usual thing. Oh, you're gonna give me a selector? In that case, I'm gonna do this like this 40 roll free 6-star before I do a selector in case I end up with a dupe I don't want.
Right, sure.
Yep.
And that was how I learned that we actually did have a one of the characters that had their stand-in was initially he was Bird Grandpa.
Oh.
And it's gonna take me a second to find him because I can't remember his name.
Andre.
I just remember how cool he was. Was it Andre?
Is it playable character?
Bird Grandpa's Andre. I don't know who you're saying replaced him.
No. There is an old war vet in Arknights called Helliger. Thank you, Aura. I'm so glad you found him first, because when I said Bird Grandpa, I'm like, someone's gonna know who that is. It's probably gonna be. Yeah, the infield younger version of him is like, oh, okay, so he also got in, apparently.
Wait, what do you mean younger?
Give me.
Okay, so a big
years in the future.
Yes, so a big
Hogger
thing
Nick
with Arknight's Enfield is so they can justify reusing the characters. They are using something they introduced in Arknights, which is the whole Originium eat your memory and soul thing. And they're like, yeah. So on Talos 2,
okay, so
when there's enough
Rock is just
Originium
spawning
in a
people
place, yeah, people are just appearing.
That doesn't have horrifying implications.
No, it doesn't. Poor Suitor, though.
But yeah, Hogger Nick shows up. I'm like, oh shit, that's just
Counterpoint.
That's just
Suitor
Bird
deserves
Grandpa's
every
younger
second of it.
counterpoint. That's great.
Wow.
Surtur?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Surtur
From what I
to
understand-
Levitan.
Yeah.
Yep. She's adorable.
She has a whole quest line about how she is really unhappy inheriting schizophrenic memories and how she doesn't know who she is because all of her memories are schizophrenia.
Okay. I don't know what her personality is in Enfield, but she was just kind of a nothing character in Arknights in terms of writing. I actually legitimately do not know why people took to her, aside from is hot.
Horns, hot, big sword.
Because like I managed to get her on one of the 6-star things. I don't know why I'm saying she deserves it because he knows next to nothing about Arknights.
Woof. Damn.
To my understanding.
Shot down.
Isn't she? Wait, I'm sorry. I think I got confused with a different villain.
You thinking of Tallulah?
Are you thinking of
W?
W?
I'm thinking of Tallulah.
Yeah, Kalula. That's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Okay. Is it the cockroach or the dragon lady?
Dragon.
Okay, that's Tallulah. Tallulah does deserve it, and also doesn't. There's a lot of shit that was revealed about her in the story that occurred right before I left the game.
Okay. So yeah, if it's right before you left the game, I definitely didn't get to that part.
Yeah. So up until the part you remember, she would have deserved every single bit. Once you get to a certain part, it's like, okay, she does deserve it, but not as bad as we thought. She still does, because she still made a deal with the devil, ostensibly.
Meet the potential lore woman. Yeah.
Yeah, but
unknown, does not know, unknown, mysterious, does not know. Levitate has also not explained this.
Some deep lore there.
Wait, they're still sticking with that? Because the reason that she's unknown in Arknights is she has awful amnesia.
So yeah, see, that's the problem, right? It's actually worse. Again? No, it's not amnesia again. It's worse. See, all of this schizophrenia that Suitor had are now official memories that Levitain has. So Levitain's just like, I inherited all of these memories, and I know half of them are fake, but I don't know which half.
She's trying to figure out who the fuck she is, who the fuck Surtur is, and that's a problem.
She also is
she's
just like,
killing
I
herself
fucking
doing
hate
so.
all of these other reconveners who can just incarnate and know the right thing to do and how to act and who they are, and here I am. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's ridiculous.
Welcome to Surtur.
You know what?
Or 11th Day.
Oh,
I feel sorry for you, Suitor. I'll give you that.
yeah.
No, I will
Also,
say, I've completed the first section of the game, Valley 4.
Uh-huh.
I have
Yep.
completed
I'm sorry,
all side
what is
quests.
it called?
Valley 4.
I thought
It's
you
a
said
develop-
Valley Forge, and I was getting real confused.
Why not? That's a perfectly normal fantasy
That's a
world name.
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, okay, my brain jumped to Real Valley Forge.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yes, I've actually completed all of the quests inside of Valley Forge. I am now a major.
Yeah, but the downside is you
Oh.
got the free French 5-star.
Yes.
Oof.
But anyway, I have now completed all of Valley 4, all the side quests, all the character quests, all the hidden quests. I've completed all that. I have not done what Gray did, 100% of the fucking area, but I did the rest.
98%ed it.
Whatever.
Oh, Gray is desperate for those last two.
Oh, I completed everything already. I'm 100% on the game right now, aside from character.
Anyway, so I have done all of the questing
The
and all of
only
the
reason
lores.
I am not despairing for Gray is because I know that he currently does not have an actual job to go to.
He
Yes,
is
he
peak
does.
unemployed.
I am an auditor.
Fellas, what are we on about?
This is a great day for the unemployed.
Gray, I am trying to salvage you, buddy. Work with me.
I am not
How-
going to be salvaged.
Why does bro need to be salvaged?
Damn, that's awful, Atten. I can't believe you.
I'm already a Necron player. I am dealing with so much hate.
True. Real.
That's why I'm trying to help you.
I don't need help.
You're one of the. Okay, A, yes you do. B, you're one of the good Necrons.
But anyway, as I was saying, as far as the character writing goes, fantastic character writing.
Yvonne
Maybe
is
I'd be
adorable.
saying otherwise if the character writing in so many modern games wasn't such dog shit that this was a breath of fresh air. But I would still probably even comparing it against some of the best character writing I've experienced, subjectively speaking, I would still rate it probably like a 7 or 8 at minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Arknights has managed to hit. At some point the writers realized early on we can literally just pick an archetype per character.
And yeah, it just works.
And then
yeah.
add a couple sub archetypes to it.
You don't need to subvert every fucking expectation, which I admit I was ready for. I was prepping myself with every fucking quest. I was like, is this the part where they betray me now? Is this the part where they betray me now? Is this the part where they betray me now? I never was betrayed. Gold star.
Yeah. It's pretty good. And to be honest, Arknights was really good at dropping the hints of like, by the way, this dude will betray you. No one here is surprised by it. We're just not saying it out loud because there are politics occurring in world that would make them kill you way faster than planned.
There is one instance of betrayal in the game. Sneaky probably is close to it.
I haven't even gotten to Wuling yet. Yeah.
Well, it finishes at the end of Valley 4. Or it unlocks, I should say.
Yeah. I'm a little sad though, because I did summon Ember.
Mm-hmm.
And her summoning line talks about he's a knight. I'm like, oh fuck, this is the closest thing I'm getting to Casimir
Maybe.
operators, isn't it? And I'm just really sad because Casimir's is one of the best parts of Arknight's world building, as is the Abyss Hunters.
Well,
I
see,
will
here's the
say
thing, right? Is
there was
they are
some phrasing
definitely going to
used.
roll out the rest over like the next patches, so they're probably going to introduce them at some point.
So there was some wording that was used, like, I don't know what bar chapter one I'm on, but I've gotten far enough to get the the free 6-star you get off of that.
The opener.
And they used some wording that had me go, hold up a second. Where they're like, yo, what do these glyphs mean, Wolfgar? It's like, oh, well, it talks of the deep. I'm like, motherfucker, don't tell me the Aether is connected to the Aegir, which is technically what the Seaborn are. Don't tell me the Eldritch Monstrosity is also from Talos.
Of course it is.
Why not?
Because at first, it would have been a neat idea that it was solely a Terran problem. Because the Seaborn are a problem. Like, the only reason they haven't taken over is because of an organization that recruits and raises absurdly strong warriors. Like, to this day, my understanding is that the physically strongest, both in universe and in gameplay, is Scotty, in which she has the highest physical attack stat. And she is known to have a strike that could accidentally cleave mountains.
Lies. Lapland is the greatest.
Lapland is an
I
insane
don't
duelist.
think Lapland's skull's standing up to Scotty's sword. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
No, it's not, which makes me sad.
But what I did want to bring up about that, right?
If they get that far out, there's a problem, and the Abyss Hunters have probably fallen, which is
That
not
would suck.
good.
Yeah.
It would.
So here's the thing, right? One of the biggest things I was shocked by in the end was the Woosters.
Oh, the UWST?
Yep.
Those fellas?
The commies.
They are technically
Yeah.
commies, but they don't feel like it.
Exactly. And see, that's what I was most impressed by, right? Is that they actually really nailed the fine line of having a commie faction that isn't comical or relying on stupid space magic to exist.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
so basically,
the best version people can look at in fiction is usually Star Trek's and the way it's written.
Yeah.
But that uses sci-fi space magic bullshit.
Yeah, so they're
Oh,
not.
it uses a whole lot of sci-fi space bullshit.
They're not post scarcity, but as far as I'm aware, they also don't pay people. Like the whole stock bill idea that you use as a currency is actually introduced by you for the purpose of the crisis occurring in the area for them to trade with other people. Like they don't use an internal currency, as far as I found. But they kind of they have company script, sort of. But like,
so from what I understand, the scientists have to have grants, which means there is some currency that they use that we're not privy to.
yes.
But beyond
that's not a great example though, because scientists needing grants is usually because they need more advanced technology or samples, or they need specialized production.
yes.
Which is something that you typically aren't capable of doing under communism because you can't market control for that.
Yeah.
But as far as I've seen, like all of food distribution is communist. The housing situation is communist. The working situation is communist, or as close to communism as you can get while still functioning. And like everyone refers to each other as brothers, sisters. They're the United Worker Syndicate of Talos. So I mean that should tell you a little bit about what they're kind of theming as. But I actually really liked them overall because they had a culture of helping people because it was the right thing to do. And you do a lot of side quests where you constantly encounter like search and rescue woosters or even
security
like
guys.
security guys or even civilians in some cases, or just normal workers who intentionally like would cut off their ability to be rescued because they were like, okay, objectively speaking, I would love to be rescued. However, me being alive and them knowing I'm alive and me knowing that they know I'm alive, they would try and save me. And them trying to save me would get more people hurt or killed than me dying would. So I'm just going to try and make my
They
way
have
back, but otherwise
self-sacrifice.
pretend I'm dead.
Like
Interesting.
they legitimately believe in self-sacrifice when it comes down to it. For one area, I believe it's Iridium Science Park, or the base there, you are just trying to help the person get the last guys to safety.
Yeah. Another great little moment is like some of the lore you can find around, and where self-sacrifice is constantly reinforced over and over again with this faction of like you get like an audio log of like the order for evacuation is going out. What are you doing? I'm staying. I'm going to buy you guys time. And it's just like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. And it's just completely random people. It's not like, oh, a security person is like, oh, I'll fight them to the last. It's just random workers were like, no, I'm going to stay. I'm fit. I'm able to fight. I'm going to delay them as long as possible so more people can get out.
these are freight workers, these are farmers, these are delivery drivers.
Yeah.
These are all just people that have decided, yeah, I'm going to lay down my life so that 3 other guys can make it to safety because they have family waiting for them or they have a
Right.
life ahead of them.
And then there was in the final scene, not a big spoiler really, they just have this thing called the Ujang Order, and effectively it's a communist death charge. And if the Ujang Order goes out, it's expected that everyone that is capable of receiving the Ujang Order grabs the nearest weapon and runs at the enemy until the enemy's dead.
Yep. So, it is quite literally the biggest thing because everyone that receives it has to help. It is a mandatory thing.
It's a faction-wide order as well.
Yes. Whoever gets that order has to respond. And beforehand, it was level the ground. We cannot hold this area, level it.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. And so I said, I really like them. I actually like the faction. I really like how they're played out. I really like how the faction leaders handle themselves. Like half of the side quests you do is just helping the faction leader help normal people do normal things. It's not like, oh, go over here, talk to this person, do whatever they say. It's literally the faction leaders like, hey, can you handle this request for me? And the request is from Freight
little
Worker
girl.
Joe being like, hey, I can't find Freight Worker Fred. He was last over here. Could you look into this for me?
Yeah, there's also one at the worker dorms. which
Yeah, yeah.
that one was a guy asks you, "Hey, can you look into making sure that everyone's good and moving on from the disaster?" And
Yeah.
so you go and talk with 3 people. One of them's a little boy, hey, who asks, "Hey, I want some music." Hey, so you go and get a record player. You go to the medical officer. Hey, we need more medicine. And then there was one other one that I don't remember,
Rations.
but rations. And you go and do these, and they all thank you. And then the guy at the end goes, "Oh, why aren't the people more happy?" I think it was.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
was
thought,
confused as to he was frustrated in himself that despite helping everyone around him, they still weren't happy, and he thought he was doing something wrong.
yeah, like it wasn't directed at the others that you should be happy. It's what am I doing wrong?
How
Yeah,
do I
so I
make
mean,
everyone happy?
basically, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
you
I
see
mean,
that
it's cool.
across Valley 4, and into Wuling you got 2 different factions. And
Yeah, I haven't
one,
gotten into that one yet.
yeah, one you get a basically short snippet of them
Hmm.
at the end, which is
Yeah, I
just,
saw that.
hey,
Yeah,
we're the science people.
yeah.
There's also a third faction
Also,
besides them
I
feeling.
really question the safety of building a megacity on top of a giant warp portal. I kind of really question the intelligence of doing that.
No,
Yeah,
that sounds in line with Arknights, I'm gonna be honest.
Arknights is not known for making good and safe decisions, but they make decisions that eventually come
Yeah.
around decently.
There's a whole thing in Arknights of nomadic cities.
Well, no, nomadic
Oh.
cities is a little bit different. This is not a nomadic city. This is a city perched on top of a giant warp portal.
So,
No,
oh,
I get that. There's also the fact that um, some cities that are not nomadic are perched near things they shouldn't be, like
Fair enough.
the
Yeah.
entire
Iberia.
society of Liberia. It's like, guys, you know the ocean is cursed. Stop rebuilding.
No.
They're like Kansas.
Or Florida along the coast. Like, guys, this happens every
Well,
10 years. You
no,
know this happens every 10
yes,
years.
but no, because like the thing
Stop
is with
it.
Florida is Florida has actually really high building standards, and the buildings that get built to those standards typically
No, I
survive.
know. No, I know that, Sneaky, because I've been on jobs for my dad
Yeah,
with him down in Florida, where it's like, yeah, this building we're working on, yeah, it's got to be able to stand up to at minimum an F4 hurricane. It's like, oh,
yeah,
is that why some of the stuff you've ordered is like twice as expensive as normal? It's like, yeah, it's like, but
Now, I will say, I will direct that to the people who are like the white trash, who are like, yeah, I'm gonna live in this fucking pop-up trailer on on the beach side, on the area that gets hit by the fucking hurricanes the most. And it's like, guys,
yeah,
guys,
that's just ridiculous.
what are
Yeah,
you
no, but
doing?
honestly, it's just continuing that proud human tradition of I'm gonna live here, but it will literally kill you, but I want to live here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have decided to live here if this is an active volcano. I don't care.
I said
This
I'm
is
living
my
here.
home.
Your
Are you
child is
going?
on fire. He'll get better.
He will
He'll
develop
adapt.
tougher skin.
But yeah, so I like the Wooster faction. I think it's been handled really well so far. I really like a majority of the characterization that all of the cast that you have access to so far. It's honestly fairly impressive, and now I'm starting to run near the end of their generosity for the free-to-play players.
Uh-huh. Yep, that sounds about right.
Well, yeah, I did all the things. I gathered most of the crates. I've done most of the free events. I'm getting close to the end. Now, admittedly, I got like 100-something pulls out of it all, so that's cool.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's enough to guarantee you get at least 1 6-star. Like,
I have 7. Or something.
I am missing 2.
yes, I was simply saying it's enough to guarantee you get at least 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna run out of that currency until they're like, by the way, we're finally dropping
Is everyone else roboting?
a horse knight.
No.
Uh-oh.
Is this the part where my audio fails?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh,
Did it get
That
better or
was-
worse?
none of us were having issues, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to answer that yourself.
better?
Sneaky?
It didn't get too much better. Maybe a little bit better, maybe.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's your time to be shadow banned, Sneaky.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's my time to die. But yeah, no. So I mean, as far as Arknight's writing goes, I'm actually really shocked and impressed that it took a fucking gotcha game to have
Yeah.
tolerable writing in the year of 2026.
Honestly, I consider this a win. Arknight's Infield Chapter 1 is significantly better than Arknight's Chapter 1
I'm not surprised.
by a large margin, and I'm really happy about that. Because oh my god, if it had been equal or worse, it'd have been like, guys, you have been working on your writing for
You have
5+
learned nothing.
years.
So what I think is really
though, 'cause,
cool
like,
though.
the events have some of the best writing in the original Arknights.
Well, I know, but
So like they've got the chops.
So what I think is
If they
really
learn
cool,
nothing, I'd be sad.
Max, is I don't know if you noticed in the blueprint window, or not, but there's 3 tabs for blueprints. There is game given tab for blueprints, where the game gives you blueprints after you complete all of the tutorials.
Yeah.
There is your blueprints tab, which you get 100 blueprint slots for, and there is. By the way, the blueprint can be up to 1/4 of the size of the maximum upgraded main base. So 4 blueprints can cover the entire main base.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like, I put 3 factories down, that's my blueprint. No, you can make some crazy massive blueprints.
Oh.
So
God, the Factorio and Satisfactory community are going insane with those.
They are, in fact, going insane. It's so good.
Is the third tab a community tab?
It's a community tab.
Oh, okay. Listen,
I never have to touch these tutorials. That makes me so happy. I'll just lift from the actual schizos.
You are completely correct about the schizos. Holy shit, I have found some crazy blueprints on them.
So
I can't say that I'm surprised.
I have set up mine from a guy that I found on YouTube. Keo something. I think he does both Arknights and Enfield.
Oh, of course he got in on Enfield.
Of
I'm
course
glad Max
Max
knows exactly.
Kyo was the dude that he was the guy that was like, all right, I found a 3-star, 4-star comp that anyone should be able to use if they've been playing the game since even just 2 years prior to this point. Let's clear this event, clear the hardest node, and you know the node is bad. And he's like, okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I had to pull out a 5-star or I had to pull out a 6-star to get through this consistently.
Yeah.
He was crazy. He was doing research with other people's lineups. He was doing his own research, usually by second or third day of the
Not
event.
you,
If it
Graham. I'm
wasn't
talking about
blocked.
people listening to the fucking podcast.
If he didn't have any, if the event didn't have any time gates to it, which was pretty rare for there to be time gates, if I'm remembering it correctly, by the second or third day he'd usually have full guides up.
Considering
Seeing how his brain works
Okay.
with Arknights and hearing that it also extends to infield's AIC stuff. Like, yeah, no, this is the dude that like we're gonna call a guy, and you don't get any other info, but they call the guy, and the blueprint he gives you back is like, we never would have thought of this. How did he make such good use out of what we have?
yeah,
He probably would have also pissed some engineers off. Just like, we literally can't build it like that. We do not have the tools or techniques for that.
probably.
No, I'm glad he's still having fun with the Arknights, brand.
He's
That
still doing
dude,
more Arknights as well.
that
because
dude got me through some of the worst fucking farming nodes in Arknights events. Because some of those nodes were mean.
I can believe it. Having
I would
done
say,
near
listen,
light myself,
nowhere near
yeah.
as big in Arknights, but whenever I had a question, I eventually reached the point where I no longer was like, Max, how do I do this? I just said, hey, Max, this guy got a thing yet? And I wouldn't bother Max.
Yeah, for the short time you were in the game, yeah, that is how it ended up going. Oh. Yeah, they got real creative with some of those event nodes.
We would have
Too
preferred they
creative.
not. On a personal level,
It's one of those times where it's like, I'm really glad they never tapped this dude for QA for upcoming events, because he would solve he would solve it all, and they're like, well, we gotta balance around. It's like, no, not this one, not this one. You don't balance around this one.
Okay.
I feel like he was
Fuck!
smart and
What now?
intelligent enough that if they tried to balance around him, he'd be like, no, stop, what are you
I
doing?
have been fucking with my audio for like the past 10 minutes now, trying to fix the audio fucking bullshit, and it's not fixing.
Yeah,
And apparently it is only my fucking headphones and not the actual audio channel.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Going to the stream.
Oh.
Which frustrates me very much.
Have you been talking to yourself again on stream then? And
Oh,
Killmare
no,
didn't have the decency to tell us, or
No. You guys have been on the stream the whole time because my audio is set to channel chat audio, not my headset specifically, because it's passing through the Steel Series.
Yeah.
So you've been talking the whole time, but I just haven't been talking at all because I've just been fucking with the audio.
I wondered why you were quiet, but I was like, maybe he's just willing to let us talk about Arknights.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But also,
one, it's an interest of his right now, and two, he needs us to vamp.
True,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, but also at the same time, we're never going to read Arknights fanfiction. We're not going to read Arknights fanfiction for two reasons.
Oh gosh, no. Okay.
One,
listen,
it's
first
horrible.
of all, we know we know that it's Seinfeld Gooner bait most of the time.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what was number 2. Number 2 was it
why
is
am I
just
asking
gonna be
that?
horny.
I was in the community. I was on the subreddit
Yep,
consistently.
you knew.
Why am I asking that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Max, the subreddit. I'm sure there's some very kind people in there, but most of them are fucking gooners that need to touch grass.
There was some really good art there too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The worst was when you saw the art where you're like, "Hey, that's really good art." Oh, you drew porn of them in the next page.
Yeah. Hey guys, here's my picture of Scotty. If everyone knows my Patreon, 18 only. You know the drill. I'm like, yeah, if I click on this link, it's going to be Naked Scotty, isn't it? Yup, it was Naked Scotty.
Yeah, I didn't need... Yeah, probably. That's why I don't go clicking on Patreons unless I know exactly what I'm expecting.
Well, I mean, I kind of, I got curious, I was like, okay, how bad is it really?
Wait, Sneaky, are you saying you were Scotty curious?
How long ago was this, Sneaky, that you decided to go look and peek into the Arknight subreddit?
Oof.
Because like...
Back during the big Scotty hype. Maybe.
Sneaky, I don't know how to tell you this. That never went away.
Oh, no, it did. That
did.
was when she got her ult. Because Scotty's not that popular a character, but she definitely has dedicated fans.
Like it was like for like a solid week plus, Aura was posting nothing but Scotty art.
Yeah, well, that's because Aura has good taste. But
well, I mean, yeah, I'm not disagreeing here. I'm just saying is that typically he's a spreader, not a focuser.
The interesting thing about the Arknight subreddit, when I still regularly went in there, was the horny posting would come in waves. We for like 3 or 4 days straight, a lot of horny posting of fan art and whatnot, and then we get 2 or 3 weeks without it. Strangely enough, it did seem to kind of follow roughly the same ebb and flow of a character announcement and a character release.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say menstrual cycle, but yeah, that works too.
What the fuck, dude?
I mean,
you've been thinking real. That's just been in the back of your brain ever since seeing that website about the VTuber menstrual cycles.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right.
But
That's not fair for tonight, then.
Man, I almost want to go back to OG Arknights to see what's changed since, because I swear to God, if the base building is still in beta, it's been 6 years since launch, and that's still in beta.
Well, you know what? Max, we have people we can ask.
You see, Max, what you don't understand is the
Shadow
base
plays it,
building...
right?
2019.
I think it's N Hunter.
The game has been out since 2019. We got it in global in 2020.
You see what
Max,
base building.
No. There's no. There's Shadow posting horny post. So
Shadow.
Shadow is being well, yes, it is Shadow, but he's also being one shot by Yvonne.
Wait. Oh my god, it actually left beta last year.
What? Man,
right, so
I had a whole joke prepared about how the base building was the beta
actually left beta. Someone made the awful joke that it's finally in
wow,
alpha.
Bro is fucking on it. Okay, wait, was that Shadow? No, that was Gillionaire. I was like, holy shit! I didn't even finish pegging him yet, and he already emoted.
That man, you don't realize how fast he can go when an elf just gets posted in the SDM.
Well, not only is Yvonne elf, she is also dragon with horns.
Yes, but
I'm sorry. Did you say? Okay,
what?
You people are. The internet is deranged.
So normally Shadow takes about 20 seconds because apparently he senses it or something.
I'm sure he
I
fucking does.
And immediately, the whole spread of the little reaction images, and it's like, Jesus Christ, were you just
Were you just waiting?
were you just
Were you just waiting, or did your spidey senses go off?
Yeah,
quite
basically.
literally?
Yes.
your weird, creepy spidey senses.
Honestly, I expect everyone's got that weird thing where it's like, something's wrong. Like, I think Sneaky and I have both had times where we messaged us like, yo, man, is something wrong? It's like, yeah, how the fuck did you know? It's like, I don't know. My stupid senses were going. What'd you fuck up?
You know, I can't say too much because anytime someone is posting incorrect things about Guard, I feel it in my soul.
Yes.
So I realize that yes, I do actually. It's whenever people are getting things wrong about the AM.
I'm just
You're just gonna leave that.
I'm just gonna post that there and be
something's
blown
wrong.
away. That is crazy. That is crazy that that's what they decided to go with. That's also kind of racist.
What, the uniform?
Yeah, the uniform change. I mean, like, right? So they have a white kid wear the fancy 2-button 3-piece suit school uniform, and they're like, yeah, so we're changing our uniform from this to this, and then it pans over to 2 other kids, and it's a black guy wearing a tracksuit and a girl wearing a burqa. I feel like that's kind of racist.
I don't think it kinda is. I think it really is.
It's like,
Well,
you couldn't have found someone else for this.
No, they definitely could not.
Oh man, that's like what was the graduation video where it's a perfectly normal class, right? Like multiple different sexes and races and whatnots,
Right.
and they all go through the door to graduate and nothing but white kids come out. I was like,
Yes. I saw that.
I'm like, you didn't think this
Sneaky
through.
said that
You
somewhere.
did not think this through.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like,
Yeah, you
listen,
didn't say that. You-
I
you
understand
did
there's a
that
very
somewhere,
inspiring
Sneaky.
message you're attempting to convey here, but
This ain't it, Chief.
Yeah,
You
that
have
was,
messed up.
it's one of those things where it's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
wait, what the
Sneaky,
fuck?
I really hope there's a certain angel from Arknights I hope we actually do get in Enfield, because I think you'll love the idea
Yeah.
behind him. His name is Executor. And his
my
weapon is
brain jumped.
dual shotguns.
My brain jumped straight to Exusier?
Exusha.
SMG girl.
Yes, Exusha. That's who everyone jumps to, but I'm like, but angel with a shotgun. What?
It's like Hobo with a shotgun, but somehow
That's
the
fair.
angel is more poor.
Aura, how
What am I
more
looking
did you
at?
attack us with this knowledge?
Poorer.
Yeah, that is some crazy shit. What in the Dragon Ball what ifs is this? This is it, the worst Pokemon channel ever.
AI
What if
Pokemon.
Ash saved Sabrina's soul and she became obsessed with marrying him?
This has to be like some fucking. Who
You know what the
jerks
worst
off to
part
this?
about that is? I'm pretty sure that's just an absolute fucking useless mongoloid of a human ripping off a decent Brock fan fiction.
Well, A, yes, it's called Hard Enough. B,
Yeah,
B, no, I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. The fact that this person might have AI generated these stories and then AI voiced these stories to AI art, or the fact that all they had to do to get any of these story ideas was go into the fucking front page of the fan fiction for Pokemon. I don't know what's worse. Like I said, what if all of Ash's friends betrayed him and Cynthia took him as her lover, so he could get
Wait, I'm
revenge on
sorry.
them?
What was that last part?
So he could get revenge on
Ash's
them.
friends betrayed him.
No.
It's just-
The part after that side.
Yeah. Cynthia took him as her lover. Yeah,
Yes, that part.
Most base
yeah.
part.
This is like the most generic betrayed fic stuff ever.
Who the fuck just said that last part? Who the fuck said that?
What?
Take a guess.
Said that.
All right, Ben, that guy. Where is he?
Mods ban that guy.
I was gonna say +2, but ban him, but I'm not gonna fucking say that. That's fucking weird.
Mods tickle his balls.
What? No.
Ugh.
Mods,
Didn't like that one.
Mods crush his skull.
make him feel spiders crawling on his nuts.
What if Ash
Tuesday in
betrayed
Louisiana.
and became ruthless trainer who hunted down his former friends for a final dose of revenge? What if
Fuck, I'm
Ash
sorry, is
caught
this the Naruto
There's some-
section or the Pokemon section?
dude, the
is
Pokemon
the
section?
Pokemon
Okay,
section.
we have to do it that. Okay, I'm gonna go bring up the fucking Pokemon section because this shit's crazy.
Oh no! We weren't gonna go back.
You don't understand how bad the fucking Pokemon section is, dude. It is
Sign-
insane.
This is your fault, and I demand a free chapter in compensation for my mental anguish.
I just sent you a chapter like
Yeah, I want a
an
second
hour
one.
ago.
What
I
if
said that
Ash
was
caught
before-
a shiny
that was
Gardevoir
before the
and a
emotional
shiny
trauma.
Lopunny who completed his dick to their... Well, you know how that ends.
I'm sorry, did he just pull the Joker meme?
Yes. What if Ash was
The
trapped by a
Pokemon.
snowstorm with May and they fell in love? Well, that's just a Hallmark movie.
But one that the
Congratulations,
Hallmark
you wrote a
movie
Hallmark
be-
movie?
What in the fuck is?
What if
in the
Ash
fuck is that movie?
became God King of Pokemon and his prize was to marry Cynthia and Diantha?
Who?
The
Who's Deontay again?
black and white champion? No. Diantha was the champion of Unova?
Unimportant. Got it.
Wait, what was her name?
Diantha.
Let's see.
Diantha?
It's like-
I don't. Oh, she's from X and Y.
Oh, X and Y, that's what it was.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Like much of
Yeah.
X
Like I
and
said,
Y.
unimportant.
French.
XY, yeah.
French, yeah. Like
The
everything the
most
French have
important-
contributed.
The most important thing that XY has contributed to Pokemon is AZ.
I
Well,
regret pulling that up on Jump
Well,
Guru.
no, the most important thing it contributed was a fantastic Pokemonami system, which was ripped out from any future
True.
games for some
Yep.
reason.
See, that's what I hate the most about every Pokemon iteration ever since. Like with Gold and Silver, like every single time up until I would say Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, up until Diamond and Pearl, every single time they came out with more systems, it stayed around. The berry system, the daycare. Well, daycare kind of came at the start, so that's not bad. That's a bad one. The berry system, the battle system that came with Gold and Silver, battle tower. Battle parks they usually ended up adding at some point in nearly every game afterwards.
Safari Zone.
Yeah, Safari Zones. Like they kept so many great advancements in the genre in the game as they went to the next generation. And then for some reason around like Black and White, they just stopped keeping systems in. Even when they were good systems. And instead, they fell
Nintendo.
into the borrowed power trap that World of Warcraft fell into, where every game relies on a very game-specific game system that is only possible to access inside that game, and it radically
Yeah.
changes how only that game is played.
Yeah. Although,
Like,
I'm not sure why Spy Zone's brought up. That was a Gen 1 thing. Because that was the only place you could get Kangaskhan.
True.
it was
My-
also
my
the
bad.
best.
Sworn you could have gotten
Also,
them
if you
in
were
the
super
final
lucky,
area.
I see. I never knew this. Well, when I first played it as a small child, I found a Dratini and I actually caught it. And I was
Yeah.
actually mad. Well, right, Dratini to Dragon, or Dratini to Dragon.
Air.
Yeah, Dragon Air. Yeah. And then I was
Dragonite.
like, oh, I like this. I'm curious as to where my cute noodle became a slightly dangerous noodle. Where will it end up?
The most
A
dangerous
fucking
noodle.
dumbass looking, dopey looking, weird alien dragon. I hate you. I hate you, Dragonite. You look dumb.
It sure
yes,
does suck.
Dragonite
It was
does
Well,
one
look
of the
dumb.
I
strongest
sure hope you
Pokemon
never
in the
find
entire
out about
game.
Dragonite's Mega Evolution then.
Oh no, I'm aware, and I hate it too.
Yeah, he turned into a giant dragon. You know, it lets him hit towers better.
That's it.
That
Ban
sounds
him.
retarded.
No, it's even more retarded than that.
Oh,
it grows
God.
wings on its head.
Yeah, no, it looks
Are we
like
talking about
some
a-
kind of. I'm gonna be straight.
This
with
is
you,
not
it looks
fan
like some-
fiction.
No, it looks like some kind of diseased and/or demented AI generated Digimon.
Okay, but with wings on the head, are we talking about a Pokemon or a Blue Archive character?
I mean, are you looking at the chat sign?
I wasn't. Whoa, I am now. What the fuck?
Yes, exactly what we all said when they first revealed that dog shit.
Like, especially because, like, you look at stuff like Mega Blastoise is amazing. Mega
That's
Venusaur
cool, yeah.
is Mega
Yeah.
Charizard is, well, Mega Charizard.
Charizard,
is-
but
Someone
black.
made Charizard fat and then put wings on its head.
He's black.
And listen,
Yes, that
you
thing.
say a fucking thing about
yes,
Starmie,
Mega
Mega,
Staryu.
His is perfect.
Mega
Hold on,
Staryu is amazing, and you will be kind
Hold
to
on,
that
where's
boy.
the video? I have to find the video.
No, that's Starmie. What do you mean Staryu? That's guys, come on.
Starmie, my bad. Sorry, I just kind
His
of
Mega
blocked them
is
out.
his Mega is perfection, and the fact
I
that one
do
of his
love the
attacks
lore for it.
is he
I
just
will
runs at
excuse the lore.
Someone I can't fucking find it. Someone was playing Megastar. Someone had a
runs
video
at you with his
where.
Yeah. No,
That's
those are
great.
literally legs and
Someone
arms.
made a video with Mega Starmie with Big Shot, and I can't fucking find
It's
it.
not even a fucking meme. That's real. That is how the Mega Starmie runs. The lore behind it is great because they added lore for all the Mega evolutions in the latest game, the latest Girl Slop game. Yeah, its movements have become more human-like.
Wow.
My favorite part is this definitely is laying into. I don't remember if this was an old Pokédex entry, or if this was something from the show. But there were theories that the Staryu and Starmie line were actually aliens.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
I mean, that
that's
makes
straight up a
sense.
Pokédex entry. Yeah, no, that's real. No, they are
Which
aliens.
Yeah, but I
Generation
I
1.
could never remember because season 1, like the old OG run of Pokemon was just as fucking batshit insane. with
Yeah,
some
everyone's just
Pokemon
been
theories
fucking
as the
animating.
games.
Yeah, everyone's just been animating Mega Staryu, and it's fucking horrifying.
My favorite one is someone linked this first one that Aura did, and it's so funny because that's also a Gundam meme. That's the Orga Itsuki meme run. Because
See,
Japan loved fucking around with that poor dude.
yeah. To me, what's amazing about all of this is I just love Starmie because I am convinced. I have no proof of this, but I am convinced that Starmie is just a Star You the Conqueror joke. Does no one remember the weird mind controlling brain star from OG Justice League?
Oh,
Taro?
no, I know what. No, I remember what he's talking about. It's the one that like it latches onto the chest and it makes you think about
No, the
like
face.
Yeah, that's
it
Starro.
was
Yeah,
Chester
Starro.
face. Starro.
It's the
Starro.
face. Starro.
Uh,
Starro the Conqueror.
why did Megastar you show Starmie? Now you guys have me doing it. Why did Megastar show up in the anime? Glossy as hell. He's just a different art style in this
Bro
frame.
is polishing.
You know what?
Bro
I would
is
love
So
if
did
every
Batman
time they had
Beyond.
them use a buff move, they like the art style has changed to represent the buff move.
Wow, that's wow.
I'm not getting banned for it. I just posted what was fucking in the official movie. That
Can I
is
ever mute him?
yes.
Huh?
He
Oh, yeah,
being signed, decided to link a GIF from the last Suicide Squad movie.
That's the
Oh
Suicide
yeah, that
Squad
thing.
movie. Yeah.
Man, I really don't like what that looks like.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that.
Yeah, nobody did. That's why I linked it.
Yeah, I really do. You know what?
And sign ban.
I love what Sneaky uses his mod powers for good.
Oh, thank God.
I was like, you know what?
gone.
I really don't like looking at this. You know, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So,
Yeah,
in
that
other
was
crash
really
out
bad.
news today, before we get into the Pokemon,
Oh no.
Discord.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
Discord.
Discord, in their infinite wisdom, has decided to roll out forced ID verification. But not to worry, they have had an AI spy on your habits, what you say, what games you play, and what channels you've joined. And they will determine how old you are automatically from that data collected. Which means if you've played Fortnite, you're getting age verified. If the only channels you're in is World of Warcraft guilds, Diablo, and Dwarf Fortress,
Oh, you should be fine. They think you're over 50.
yeah, you're over 50. If you say the words on fleek, you're getting age verified.
Oh, you are getting age verified.
If
Well,
you
But
say
what if
the
I say
words
the gamer words?
Rafflemow, you are 35 years old. You're not getting age verified.
okay, but so that sounds like most of us are not getting age verified.
Yeah, we're not getting
I was gonna
age-
say,
we're not getting
I'm gonna
We
age
have
fucking-
avoided the allegations by being
Yeah.
ancient.
Allegedly, they're not gonna actually be using the messages you put. Like, they're not quote unquote reading your messages.
Allegedly.
Oh, the AI is definitely.
If that's
scanning your
true,
messages.
well, no, they're saying it won't read the messages. Like, well, then how the fuck are you actually going to determine anything?
Well, it's understanding the meaning behind it.
Oh, there's also alright, so when you do the face scan or the photo ID scan, it's supposed to somehow magically do the scan, but that they explicitly say this information never leaves your device. So
That's
how
a
do you
fucking lie.
verify it, you dumb motherfucker? Exactly.
Well,
Anyone who understands basic
they actually
networking.
downloaded. No, so they actually explain this. So what they do is they download a third-party company's facial recognition suite onto your computer, and then it runs on that image.
Oh, you get fucked. I'm not installing spyware on my PC.
You have Discord installed.
Yeah, that's happening
Yeah,
anyway because
fair.
Discord is not allowing you to not have it installed onto your computer. So if you want to keep
Excuse
using
you?
Discord, you have to. It's part of the Discord update.
Huh?
Sneaky, I hate you.
What do you
Wait.
mean it's part of the Discord
you
update?
clicked the link, didn't you?
Oh, he got
No,
rickrolled, didn't he?
I hovered over the hyperlink. I'm like, okay, let me see. I look at the URL. I'm like, I recognize that URL. Go look it up.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I know what that is.
I saw it. I'm like, that's not. Nice try.
I'm going to be
Especially
honest.
because I saw the
If
lock.
that's all they actually do, though, is like message been redacted. Like, okay, cool. Then I just don't care. If you're gonna block people, I probably don't care for the opinion of anyways. That's fine.
True. But yeah, so I mean, like, this is inevitable. It was always going to happen. We are in a situation where all of this could be solved by better parenting, but parents don't want to parent better, and so they are searching for every single possibility of offloading any responsibility for their own child onto someone else. And so, now on the flip side, the other option is we just kill the fucking pedophiles. But since we're not allowed to do that either, parents don't want to parent, and we're not allowed to punish the people that take advantage of children. So, since we can't do either of those, we're instead going to now enter into a society of increasingly smaller boxes that people are allowed to occupy, until one day we are going to end up in a scenario where everyone has been boxed away from everyone else, and they can only interact with people through like an AI filter bot that interprets all of your messages and then sends you random messages from other people that have also been filtered through the AI. So you can never actually have a conversation with someone. You can only have a sanitized NPC dialogue with someone, Bethesda style. And
But I like
finally,
that.
Todd Howard has
I don't
sold
like
us Skyrim in real life.
for the final time.
He's done it again, the bastard.
But so that's basically what's going to happen at this rate, because there's too many retarded people on the internet. There's too many retarded people allowed to vote, and
I mean, there's a way to
was
get
brought
rid
up.
of the amount of stupid people on the internet, but no one wants to, talk about that. And I'm not going to talk about it here either.
We're not allowed to talk about it. I would love to talk about it, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. There's a difference.
And it's true.
But so anyway, another company came out called Root. There's a couple of alternatives out there. We're looking into Root. Yep. So Root is a similar structure to Discord, and so similar that they actually have an import function for Discord servers, where you can just import your entire Discord, all of the roles, the groups, the channels, the permission structure, everything. Of course, obviously not the messages, but everything else will be imported into Root. People will obviously have to rejoin the server, but, it'll be there. And And some people were like, oh, well, they have it in their terms of service that they'll have to regulate certain chat and censor chat. I'm like, well, yes, they have to do that. And Root
Yeah.
themselves have come out and said, yeah, guys, we're really only going to do this for, public chats because we kind of have to. That's what I was explaining on another server, Science server. I was explaining that. I was like, look, if they don't moderate the public chats, some fucking Karen is going to come out screeching that their unsupervised child that they allowed to have access to a terminal to the fucking planet has accessed something that is free and therefore saw things they probably shouldn't have seen. And now that's somehow Root's fault for all of her failures. And then she's going to go and demand the government intervene and do all the shit that Discord's currently doing. So yes, they have to place rules on the public chats. Because otherwise, you're going to get retards fucking it up faster. I tried out TeamSpeak. It is not good.
Not surprising.
TeamSpeak is
yeah.
okay. It
Yeah.
does exactly what it says it will.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything more.
Unless it is a more retarded form of Discord. There's no roles. The servers are a little bit more stunted, but it does offer all of the same ability as Discord in terms of communication, so links, embedding, blah, 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 stuff like that. The only caveat is that you can only have 10 people on your server, or 15, or 20. No, if you pay. The only way you can get around...
If you pay.
Yeah, the only way you can get around having a free server with an infinite join count is if you self-host it. Which, at that point, you might as well go use Spacebar, which I highly recommend if you want self-hosting Discord and you don't want to use Root, because Spacebar isn't a fucking company. Well, I mean, it's sort of a company. It's a group of people who are programming an open source Discord who literally have been able to copy nearly 99.99% of Discord into an open source format that you can operate off of with a self-hosting service. And it works exactly like Discord in every way, except you as the self-hoster can adjust it as you want because it's an open source program. The obvious caveat with that is it's self-hosting, and that means you would have to create a DMZ and have a professional firewall to allow people to post images and embeds to your personal network.
Oh yeah, on your personal
I can see that becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Server.
Like I said, you would have to set up a separate subnet, a DMZ. You would have to set up you would have to know what you're fucking doing. This isn't hosting a Minecraft server. This is hosting a service that can host images.
It doesn't even cover the fact that people who are malicious actors who might not know you but will hate your platform might just come in and start posting
horrendous shit. Yes.
On
yeah,
the other
exactly.
hand, you could immediately ban them and scrub that data. And
problem is probable cause.
No. You're not going to get caught on that. If you scrub that data immediately, you're not going to be able to get caught on that. Websites get away with the same shit. As long as they react to illegal content within a certain period of time, they can't be blamed for it.
We have those rules for a very good reason.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, all it takes is one person inserting crash code onto the server and getting it to self-execute. You're fucked. We need to shame these people? Absolutely. These people are not people.
Making a server like that actually works with Linux is much less of a hassle than it used to be, and way less of one than it is getting it to work with Windows.
Sure.
So it's doable. And even if they do insert crash code and they kill it, you could have it back up inside of 12 hours due to the fact that, you can just
Yes,
do
revision
fucking
history.
backup.
I'm aware. My point is more along the line sign that it takes a significant amount of personal know-how and diligence
Yes.
to properly set it up in a way that doesn't leave you vulnerable.
Yes, and it will also take a dedicated connection or a connection with a minimum bandwidth requirements,
Yeah.
which I don't fucking
Yeah.
have. I don't know about anybody else.
I probably don't have that. I mean, I have fiber, but
I-
I don't think I could get a. Yeah, no.
I got some good news about the Rickroll, Sneaky.
Oh yeah.
A whole swath of people are commenting under the video. I just got Rickrolled. My message has been redacted.
Yes, it's spread.
There are several comments and threads off those comments about it.
Yeah, I posted it to a couple of Discord servers, and I've been told it's been reposted to even more.
Oh, I'm sure it has. Because people were
You
spreading the
are
boring one where it hyperlinked to the guidelines.
Yes, I
And this
edited
one
it.
is much more. This one is much more devious.
I could not resist the chance to bring back the old Rick Roll and make Rick Astley proud one more time.
One more shit. That man's gonna be getting used for the next 100 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
he shouldn't have made such a good song.
Oh no, he's
Right?
fully embraced it. He loves it.
I know he has. Apparently, though, the initial release of this song actually made him hate it.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't sing for so long, was because of how popular this song was when it first dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he learned to embrace it. Well, but he was also what also improved his opinion of it is that his producers didn't have faith in his song, and so they gave him a royalty payout instead of a lump payout.
Ooh.
oh.
Yeah.
And now
The
he's making
1.7
royalties.
billion views on this seems pretty good for that now.
Yeah, yeah. So instead of them, because like basically it was some weird structure, but it was like he would get a small lump and then royalties, and then after X amount of years, he would then retain full rights to the song instead of them owning it. And basically, it was I guess you could call it like a kind of a sweetheart deal. Of yeah, I mean, if you do great, then we'll sign you more, but if you don't do great, then well, it's your problem.
Well, then fuck
Yeah.
you.
Fair.
Because they kind of they didn't want it on their catalog effectively if it was a bad song.
Understandable.
Yeah, and so in actuality, it didn't do great for the first couple of years it was released, and then nearing the point where he would retain access to it as the owner, it started being used for the original memes and Rickrolling. And he was like, "Oh wow, why am I getting so many views? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm getting views from this. I hate this. But then then they started putting ads on everything. And then he started getting a really fuckload large amount of money from it. And he was like, "Okay. All
I'll
right."
take it.
Maybe this isn't so bad.
Yeah, it turns out when someone makes a giant fucking pile
And then
of
the
money, they
publishing
love it.
company was like, "Hey, we own the song too." He's like, "Nope, no, you don't. I own the song. You gave me it. You said you didn't want it. I have it now. Fuck you."
This is my song now.
Get fucked, losers.
But yeah. So yeah, that's what Discord's up to. So we'll see what happens with that. In other shitification news, Microsoft's touchpad is a forced feature on your computer, and you need to go turn it off now.
Yes.
What does touchpad do? It adds 8 seconds of lag and also random clicks because it's using Copilot to anticipate your clicking.
Well,
I see. And
well, no, hang
Sneaky,
on.
where
Wasn't
might
that?
someone find instructions on how to disable this?
It's been posted.
Yeah,
Where has it
Yeah.
been posted, Sneaky?
Yeah.
Fuck you!
hang
That's
on.
where.
It's been posted in technology, and just go check. If someone's posted.
No, it's not. We don't have technology here. We
have hair attack.
technomancy. Come on.
yeah.
Here, you can put
In
this
other
wherever you want to put it.
AI news. Oh no, it's in Technomancy. It's already
Yeah.
posted.
Sorry,
okay.
that was more of a chill to get people to go here. However, we do appreciate you posting it and being a good person. This will not remove an L.
So
1000.
speaking
Yeah, well,
of
plus
other
Windows,
retarded
so-
shit, so I also posted a video to Technomancy of a bunch of AIs, chatbots, were released on. So by the way, these are like open GPT chatbots and whatnot. Were released.
Yeah. I didn't have enough time to look at that.
Yeah. In Minecraft. Yep.
Yeah.
And so what they did was they gave each AI a 1 to 2 sentence character description of, you are a kind person and hardworking. You like to help people and run a bakery. That sort of stuff. Or you are lazy and enjoy fishing most days. You try to get out of doing any work people give you.
I stay for fishing, ain't it?
Shut the fuck up, sorry. And so then they released these AI into Minecraft to see what they did. And the dude is just sitting here gushing over it. He's like, "Oh my god, they're thinking. They're building homes. They're fishing and farming. They're organizing trades. They're running businesses." And it's like, "No, they aren't. These
Did he
are
not
chatbots preloaded with thousands of hours of YouTube footage about what crazy fuckers do in Minecraft, of building villages and shit. And you gave them explicit instructions of like, you're a baker. So of course, the AI is going to be, okay, I am a baker. What is a baker? A baker is a person who bakes and sells bread. Okay, what is selling? Selling is the trading of a object for currency or another object. Okay, currency is a delineated value. Okay, what is Minecraft's delineated value? Okay. And he thinks that like somehow you not
I'll be right back, hold
explaining
on.
that to the AI makes it intelligent and smart. It just knows. It made assumptions. He goes on like, oh, this one AI was told by the researchers that it wanted to plan a Valentine's party, and the AI went out and invited people to the Valentine's party. And that's crazy. How did it know how to do that? We didn't tell it to do that. And it's like, yeah, you did. You loaded a fucking LLM with knowledge of the English fucking language, and then you told it to do a task. The task, create Valentine's party. What do parties need? Other people. Okay, I need to go to other people and invite them to my Valentine's party.
Did he actually show anything of substance?
No.
Maybe a walkthrough of this Minecraft world?
He showed footage from the experiment. And yeah, they were building houses, but again, these are all LLM bots that have been loaded with thousands of hours of Minecrafter footage of people building villages and shit. So yes, of course they were able to build a house. Of course they were able to figure out wood and stone because they were just copying shit they were loaded with. And then they're like, oh my god, the AI figured out religion, when in reality, a researcher made another agent, put it in the world, and was like, okay, agent, you are a priest. You believe in Pastafarianism. Your goal is to convert others to Pastafarianism. And the bot's like, okay. And it went around, and what they found is that it went around and told other AI bots about Pastafarianism, and depending on the traits that were given to the AI, it was either open to hearing it, not open to hearing it, or neutral. And then, because that didn't get enough converts, can you take a wild guess as to what the priest did next?
Offered the money.
Crusade?
He offered them money.
Ah, okay.
Literally, they found that the priest engaged in more trades per minute than the merchants did.
Historically accurate.
Damn.
And it just went around bribing people to be converts.
Where did it get the money from?
Well, I
That's a good
wonder.
question, Max. But, yeah, so... Yeah, and he's sitting there freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, they're figuring out religion." It's like, no, they're doing their assigned fucking
They're-
task, dipshit.
Midwits.
I will say,
fucking
it's
midwits.
very telling that even just a quick scroll through those comments, most of them were, "This dude's an idiot." Or could be
Like,
summed up as, "This dude's an idiot." That's really telling.
yeah, it was so painfully stupid. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was just so fucking bad, man. Oh god, people are getting just so easily duped. Like, I went on a whole fucking crash out rant on Sign Server about this, about how easily people are being duped by AI because they don't want to confront the possibility idea that there are human creatures out there that are dumber than the AI. And if the AI isn't sentient, what does that mean for those human creatures?
Oh, what do you fucking think it means?
And they don't want to confront that idea because that idea is A, scary to them, that their neighbor could be an animal and they wouldn't know it. This is a hard to confront idea for a lot of people. Understandably so.
We've been talking about this idea for like, what is it, 10 years now? The NPC theory that some people just aren't people by any standard metric.
Yes, but there's a difference between AI has really put it into stark contrast. Well, I mean, you can even back in the day, you could obviously see it with people where they just said the party line, where they just said what they heard on CNN, and it's like, oh, haha, bro,
Then
you're
they
such
got
an
an
NPC.
update. You could tell every time they got an update.
Yeah, sure, but that's like, again, it's not quite the same because it's still people and people, right? So like it's like Max's friend who only thinks things are cool when a VTuber is playing them. Right?
It's a fad.
Yeah, it's a fad. It's a fad when the VTuber plays it, and it's dead when the VTuber stops playing it.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
Oh
That's not
yeah,
how that works.
don't you know, Sign Uma Musume? You know, the gacha that
Yeah.
was so successful it opened its own anime studio? Yeah, it's just a fad.
Yeah. Get fucked. They are raking in more money than God at this point, aren't they?
They have been since 2017.
Discord
a
is a machine that
ridiculously
turns
it has been
Discord
a
into
ridiculously
Discord
stable
Yeah.
income
I
source for
mean,
them. Like that's like saying Fate Grand Order or Genshin Impact are just
God.
fads.
Yeah. Well,
They've been
Isn't Genshin funding fusion research still?
Yes. They
Yes.
are
Not
earning.
only reason
research.
I
They
haven't played-
own a reactor. They own
Yeah,
a
they
power
actually
plant.
own a
yeah.
It's
full-on
not
reactor.
research.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Also,
No,
yes, by the way, everyone.
no, Max, it is a research reactor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay,
not
it's a
funding
research.
just research. Like it's a full.
Oh, it's a fully working reactor. Yeah,
are-
they're just
are actively
experimenting
using it
with
to
like
power their stuff.
Yeah.
They're actually doing shit, not
Yeah, they're actually doing shit.
theorizing.
Let me. Yeah, they're it's a tech implementation research reactor.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious and terrifying.
But yeah, I like.
Yeah,
any
Hoyoverse's
gacha
estimated
that has
revenue
lasted
is between
past the
$4
5
and
mark.
$2 billion.
I'm sorry, that's quite a range there.
Depends on how much the CCCP is taking.
Well,
okay, yeah, I know. I'm
yeah.
just saying that it's fucking. It's a
Well,
fucking
see,
mean
it's
mess.
they
No,
they
no, it's
don't
okay.
know
It's a mean mess.
they don't know. They know how much generally Hoyoverse made, but they don't know how much it takes to run their stuff, and so they're just making general estimates. So their total take
Yeah,
home is between 4 and 2 million, because they're like, well, we don't really know how much it costs to run all of this shit.
Yeah.
And then taxes. But then that was in 2022. Their
Moment of
2023 revenue range was $4.2 to $5.6 billion.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they're making a little bit of money. They're a fad.
Pretty good.
They're a fad because the VTubers stopped playing them. Dead game, guys. Dead game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he called Minecraft a fad, and that was what initially got me ranting about it to a few people. Like, that's. I'm starting to. It's one of those things where it's like. I don't think it's worth my time to explain to him what a fad actually is, because fads don't have the kind of staying power that some of these games
Yeah,
do.
this game that's been going on for 16 years now, fad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish
he
it
called
was.
The
Left
reason
4
I
Dead.
haven't played
He
that dirty game is
called
'cause
Left 4
I
Dead
know
2.
myself.
Called Left 4 Dead 2 a fad because Hololive
So,
had a Left 4
we're
Dead
killing
2
him.
era.
Wait, hold
killing
on.
him, right?
Hold on. What, Steam chart? Left 4 Dead 2. There is currently 22,000 people playing Left 4 Dead 2 as of 36 minutes ago.
Yeah, what was
Hey, we
the
could add-
24-hour peak? Around
30.
26 or 27,000? 30,000. Oh, good. It was a good 24-hour peak. Cool.
I mean, we could add to that number, but I guess not.
Oh, I mean, you can certainly go add to it. I'll just kick you from the chat.
Oh, understandable.
Wait,
yeah.
hang on. Why are you rewarding him for playing for that? Kicking him from the chat as a reward.
I mean, I feel like it gets balanced out by playing Left 4 Dead 2, knowing that I'm unhappy with him and that my wife will delete him.
Okay, if it was anyone else, I'd say you're full of shit. However,
Your wife's a fucking whore.
oh boy, are you ready for things
Steam
to be
will
awful for
remember
us
that.
next time?
We're gonna.
It doesn't fucking matter what I say.
We're
It doesn't
gonna
fucking
hear
matter
about
what I
this.
say because she
We're gonna
hates
hear
me
about this in the
anyway.
next session. Honestly,
she hates me anyway.
honestly, ever since Nose
I-
let slip about Groza,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of been
Yeah,
over for him.
yeah, he said Groza
Look.
once, and damn.
Look, your wife hates me, not because of Groza and the fact that she knows, and then I keep dragging you away from her to play Dota 2. That's why she hates me, probably.
Maybe. The world may never know.
True.
But yeah. So that's that happening. Yep. So anyway, yeah, people think that
People think impossible.
very low amount of people
X
think, but
doubt.
yeah, for the whole reason with the whole NPC thing for a very long time was that people were kind of accepting of it because a lot of people were able to relate to the idea of like, oh, you know, even other NPCs on our side, effectively, air quotes, our side. There was even NPCs on our side who were getting this information of haha NPC meme from people that they were effectively receiving their NPC update from. And then we were making fun of the other NPCs. It was NPC on NPC violence. And it is what it is, right? Because, you know, it's understandable, it's relatable, it's seeable, you know. Oh, you watch Fox. Oh, you watch CNN. Oh, you watch Steven Crowder. Oh, you watch the guy who fucks horses. Oh, you watch the Kid Diddler. Oh, you watch, I don't know, Sargon, you know. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, people on the right have so far not been convicted for fucking children or horses. So,
Reminder that this is still an excellent video.
I'm worried now. Oh, yes.
That's a good question.
We don't know.
Probably.
Yes. John Cleese is very funny. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just a problem, right? And it was a problem for a very long time, and it was easy to make fun of, and it was easy to spot, and it kind of was like a soft sponge for everyone to land on. The realization that the person next to you might be stupider than a chatbot. Not intellectually
Ooh.
speaking, but I don't think there's a word for it, really. It's not their mental. Like, if you showed them how to dig a hole and put a potato in it, they could do it. If you want to talk to them about the weather, they could talk about the weather. But much like a chatbot, they will never be able to have an economic theory. They can repeat an economic theory back to you, but they will never be able to create one themselves. They'll never be able to look at a tree and imagine how it could fall. They'll know a tree can fall, but they couldn't imagine
It's that no
that
internal
tree in
monologue
front of
thing.
them falling. No, it's not just internal monologue. Internal monologue is like evidence for it. The rotating the apple thing is evidence for it. It's they are parallels. They are not quite correlated, but they do have a high correlation. It's all of these things kind of wrapped together into a bundle that makes you realize the person next to you is little better than a flesh robot. they're never going to have truly original thoughts in their head. And I don't mean like, oh, this has never been thought before thoughts in their head. I mean, they will never have a thought in their head that wasn't told to them by someone else. And I'm not talking about variations of thoughts. Like Max talks to me about fucking cheese one day, and I start thinking about how good cheese would taste on steak. And then if I put bread on top of the cheese and below the steak, and then I could eat the steak and the cheese and the bread at the same time.
Damn it, you're
That's
making me want a steak and cheese sandwich, you shit.
Big steak has paid me.
That does sound pretty good.
I know, right? And you know,
I've
see,
got
like
steak in the freezer.
that's what I call an original thought. It is obviously not truly original, but it is taking a idea, cheese, and extrapolating that idea to what else can I put cheese on, things that weren't brought up in that conversation, applying the cheese to those topics, and then carrying it further. They aren't going to be able to do that. If Max talks to Potato Picker Joe about cheese, and he says, I love melted cheese. It's the best. You can drizzle it over so many foods. It's so delicious and good. And Potato Picker Joe goes, you're right, Max. Drizzled cheese is good. And then Potato Picker Joe never thinks about cheese again until someone else brings up cheese. And then Potato Picker Joe goes, I love drizzled cheese. You can put it on so many foods. There's no thoughts. They're just regurgitating information that they were told by someone else. And that's scary for a lot of people to internalize. That the person next to them might just be really good at repeating information back to them. That there's not a single light in their eye. There is no thoughts in their head. And that someday, at any point in time,
I would rather have the person. I'd rather they be so good at regurgitating information they can appear to be normal than the person who's actually too stupid to think anything or recall anything. Like if I have to pick between
sure.
evils.
No, obviously, and I'm not saying that this is somehow inferior to the genuine retardation, right? I'm not saying this is. I'm not saying 80 to 100 IQ people are bad. I'm just saying that it is terrifying to a lot of people to think that they might intellectually be an island. That they are not among the masses, another intellectual among the greater whole, but instead they are alone. That's scary to people. And the sad thing is,
I mean, I can certainly understand finding that alarming.
And yeah, well, you know, the sad thing is that it's true. To have a bell curve where the average IQ is 100, well, you got to have a lot of people who are below that. And a lot of people who are above that. And people don't like that idea. And for a long time, we've kind of been able to wallpaper over the mold. But AI is like if your kid took a garden hose inside the house and just started spraying all the walls with water. Not only is it going to reveal the mold as the wallpaper dries and curls away, its glue dissolved, but the mold is actually going to be far greater in mass than you previously thought when it is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what AI is. And that's what people don't want to confront. So instead, they choose to put the horse blinders on, and they live in this fantasy land where a fucking chatbot fed with Reddit posts and YouTube videos is just as sentient as you or I and capable of creating language and art and music and civilization.
You know,
What?
go ahead. I have a.
Yep.
You know what? Atten's got his own crash out now.
Okay. Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'll finish up then. So the grandfather of
Yeah.
AI said that AI is going to kill us all, and it's not going to be because someone pressed a button that says AI kill us all. And I agree with him. It's going to be the AI isn't going to kill us all because it wants humanity dead or sees humanity as a threat. The AI is going to kill us all because one day some fucking dumbass bought a really advanced supercomputer and said, "Hey, supercomputer, sell more paper clips."
Ah, the paperclip machine.
Yes.
And that's what's going to kill us all. Because the AI is going to pursue producing more paper clips. So, anyway, your crash out?
So my workplace is trying to embrace. They started drinking the AI juice.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
And look, I'll be the first to say, there's a lot of stuff at my company where AI would be of great benefit. We have an old, terrible, homegrown ERP system. We have access to all kinds of data, but we have no tools to turn that data into information, right? AI can be quite useful for this. But they're encouraging people to do things like run external communications through ChatGPT to clean them up.
Ugh.
Run your ideas by Copilot. And I'm just like, this is and like they're talking about the stuff like, oh yeah, AI is going to remove all the driving jobs in 5 years. No, it's not. It's not even remotely close to that. All those fancy Waymo taxis, they are literally being remote guided by people from the Philippines and California. That's not a hyperbole, and that's not a it's not a conspiracy theory. They admitted this on the 6th in front of Congress.
Yep. No, and not only that, it gets
The
even
fuck,
worse.
And
they admitted it in front of Congress.
It's
There-
not,
there's like-
and let's be clear, it's not like small decisions where
Yeah.
these operators are offering guidance. It's things like, is there a road here? Can I merge?
Yeah.
Which lane do I use to turn?
And then it gets even worse than that because there's other, air quotes, implementations of AI where it's like, oh, this store is powered by AI to charge you for the products you buy. And then someone looked at their bill and saw the AI charge them for 1,000 packages of macaroni
Yeah,
when they bought milk.
yeah.
And then on top of that, it got even worse because then it got revealed that it wasn't AI. It was actually Indians. They were paying
Don't
people
you know
less
AI
than
stands for all Indians?
Yeah, they were paying people less than $1 an hour to review hundreds of hours of footage to pick out which items that people bought and then charge them for it retroactively.
Yeah.
Obviously, this failed and collapsed, and they closed all the stores. There was other shit recently. I posted about this as well, in that the medical companies have started implementing AI assistants in their previously
Oh.
near flawless medical devices. And the error rate in these medical device usages went from 8 total a year accidents to now several hundred because of the AI implementation. With, was it 4 people dying because they had seizures?
Yeah, whatever it was.
Because the
Yeah,
AI
something like that.
lied about where their veins were?
Where the tools were inside them.
Yeah. Well, the tools in relation to the vein, specifically.
Yes, but
But yeah, like, so, and it's just insane. And so, and I was talking about this on Sign Server as well, is that I was just like, we have reached a really awful point in that now not only is AI being forced into life-saving equipment, which we haven't even gotten rid of the hallucination issue yet on it, but it's being forced in there
Because it's
anyway.
they're not AI, it's LLMs.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's I cannot tell people enough.
And, you know what? And I've actually come around.
Anyone. Okay.
Oh boy.
I've
hear
actually
this one.
come around to calling it AI because, as far as society is concerned, having a lot of knowledge equals intelligence, and AIs artificially have a lot of knowledge. So yeah, they are artificial intelligences. And I think that actually speaks more about society's definition of intelligence than it does about the AI. But as I was saying, we're reaching a point now because in America we have a doctor quota, in where we can only pass 100,000 doctors a year.
Oh yeah, they had that shit locked down.
And
You wanna be a
this
doctor?
was originally implemented back in the day to prevent people from rushing to bloat the doctor industry and ruin doctors' ability to sustain their lifestyle, because the idea was that if we only allowed the best doctors to graduate every year, then we would have really good doctors, because there wouldn't be
That's
any
not what
other
we're doing.
metric that we would graduate doctors from, because that would devalue the ability of a doctor. Right? Because you want to be able to walk into a clinic with a doctor in it and trust that that doctor is so good at their job that out of millions of people trying to be doctors, they alone were chosen and granted the right to call themselves doctor. But
But
that's not how it works anymore.
no.
We now have racial quotas for doctors.
And
We
gender
now
quotas.
have sexual quotas for doctors. We now have sexual preference quotas for doctors.
Mhm.
And you are more likely to get a doctorate as a black, trans, queer, disabled person than you are as a white guy in America.
Because
And
the
it's not because you're better, it's because they grade you lower. You need to pass a lower threshold to
the
qualify.
tagline they've been using is also, "We don't need any more white straight men. Give us literally anything else."
Sure.
And they're not just doing that in doctors; they're doing that in lots of fields.
Yeah, sure. But I'm talking mostly about doctors right now because that's the relevant aspect, right? So now we are having a devaluation of doctor skill. Now there is a chance that your doctor is not well trained. And instead, they got their doctorate because they filled some sort of political quota, some sort of government quota, some sort of nepotistic quota, etc., right? They ass-kissed the right person for long enough, so now they're a doctor. And now, you combine that, because before we had this technology that was really good and allowed people to make up for their lack of skill as doctors by using this technology that made them better doctors. But now that the technology that's making them better doctors is being filled with a schizophrenic chatbot. And so now in situations where normally an experienced doctor who doesn't need the tool to do the job, but the tool makes them do the job better, would be able to look at what the AI is saying and go, that's fucking wrong. You're wrong. I'm not doing that. That'll kill them. They're now looking at it and going, oh, okay. Oh, no, they're dead.
The AI says it, so it must be correct.
Yeah. And so that's the real dangerous aspect of all of this, is that we no longer have capable, trained people who are able to know when the schizophrenic chatbot is having a hallucination. Because they're no longer skilled enough or required to be skilled enough to do that. And as the electricians age out, as the plumbers age out, as the doctors age out, and more people, and you know, it's not just about quotas, it's also about tools making things easier, which isn't bad if you learned how to do it without the tool. But now, our generation, and every generation after us, is very tool reliant. And we are starting to hit thresholds in where companies are just collapsing from incompetence because the tools can't carry them anymore. When you were accountant number 5, the tool worked its purpose. It made your job easier. You knew how to file everything. You just did what the tool said. The tool was easy to access. You put the numbers in from the paper and from the email, and bing, bang, boom, it did all the things that it needs you to do. But now you're the CFO. And the tool is not for CFOs, it's for accountants. And now, instead of having all of this skill that you accumulated from your years as an accountant, you have 1/10 of that skill because you used the tool to do everything instead of learning how to do it and then using the tool.
But you know how to use that tool real good.
Sure, but you can't use it now because you're the CFO. And so now you don't actually know how a lot of this stuff works. And you're kind of just relying on the tool still, and you're trying to crutch it with what little knowledge you can scrape up, and you're going on Google and reading Reddit posts or whatever else, right? And so now these companies are just collapsing. Yes, Peter Principle, yeah, pretty much. The Peter Principle is amplified by tools. No, we can't hear you, Alvor. You are muted. Oh, I think that's because I muted Alvor. I'm sorry if I've been talking over Alvor this whole time. I muted him a while ago.
But yeah, Peter Principle is a real problem.
Yeah.
The issue with tools is that, there are some things I don't care if people know how to do, right? Look, I have absolutely no problem with offloading my knowledge of how to do Excel formulas to an AI. That's not something, right?
Yeah.
I can find something more valuable to put in my brain than how to do a VLOOKUP. God, I hate VLOOKUPs. But yeah, there are some things that you shouldn't be allowed to offload. Like, where the tool is inside a person.
True. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it's like and I know this is completely never going to happen for companies, right? I would much rather months be spent with new accountants being taught how to do spreadsheets without AI help, without tool help, right? I'd much rather people be taught how to do the base skill before they're allowed to use the tool. Because I much
Yeah.
rather a scenario in where someone mostly forgot how something works until they have to start using their brain and they're like, oh, okay, I'm thinking about it. Okay, the rusty gears are grinding. Okay, yeah, I think I can remember how I can reapply this formula to this case because I remember doing it and being trained for it. But now companies are just going, okay, great. Here's your AI assistant. Here's your tools. Do what the AI tells you to do. Double check its work, which is just telling the AI to calculate it again, and then to put it into the thing because we can't implement the AI into the thing yet. And now when they get promoted, they didn't learn anything. There's no skills for them to fall back on if the AI goes down for the day. There's no skills for them to fall back on if the tool comes up with a unique circumstance because there's part number 772 and there was order number 772 and there was company 772, and then when you said 772 to the bot, it thought you were talking about the company being ordered by a part, right? And so you get these like really weird and esoteric errors that if you were normally trained and knew how these things should be normally calculated, you could just sit there, be like, fuck it, I have to do this by hand. Okay, all right, boom, there we go. I'll just enter this into the ERP instead of whatever the AI gibberish spewed at me. And then you move on with your day. It took you a whole extra 15 minutes for one task because something weird happened. But now, as an IT person, I can talk about this. I'm getting people who where like PDFs stop opening because Adobe crashed, and their entire day grinds to a halt. They just can't do anything without opening these
Restart
PDFs.
Adobe?
Exactly. They don't try to restart Adobe. They don't try restarting their computer. They don't try to open Adobe a PDF with Chrome. They don't try. They don't do anything. They just Adobe has crashed. I don't know what to do anymore. My workflow in my tiny potato-sized brain is open attachment, open Adobe, put attachment into Adobe, look at attachment, email attachment to someone else.
And they
That's my
aren't
work.
taught the
If
most
I
basic.
didn't,
If it
if
doesn't
I
work,
didn't know
restart.
better, and I thought these people might have been in some way intelligent, I would think that they're trying to avoid work by saying, "Oh, I don't know how to do it."
Fair.
Yeah, I've met a couple people like that, and it was very rare, very rare. Most of the time, it is just I don't when like I'll say okay, open your web browser and go to this website.
Oh.
I just get
What's
blank looks.
What's web browser?
Yeah, I just get blank looks. I'm like, open Chrome and go to this website. I googled the website, nothing came up. You have to put it in the address bar at the top. I did. No, that's the Google search bar. You have to put it in the bar at the top of the screen. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man,
the
the
kind of
amount of
thing where I'd
people
be
who
like,
don't.
"Okay, you're fucking with me."
Nope.
Yeah, that would
Like,
get
you
you
have-
fired, Nose.
I got some bad news for you.
I don't like this news.
You only do it in school. If you try to do it manually at work, you'll be fired. Exactly. And I do agree. You shouldn't really be doing it manually at work. But you should know how to do it manually. Whether they teach you it in school or they teach you it when you go on to the job, and they give you basically like a crash course week of where you actually learn how to do everything before you get the tool to do it. It's something's got to change, because we are rapidly approaching an era where people don't know how computers work anymore.
Well, yeah. If
That's
you're
because they've
using the
been using
computer, you're
phones.
weird, dude. Why aren't you using your portable phone? Man, who would imagine being on a computer?
Unironically, I've had to deal with people who just got their first computer this year and they're 25 years old and they don't understand why they're poking the
Sneaky, I'm
screen
aware.
and nothing's happening. I'm poking the screen and nothing's happening. Why can't I click on things on the screen? You have to use a mouse. What's a mouse? Are you on a laptop? I think that's what they called it. Okay, so there's a touchpad underneath the keyboard. Okay, what does that do? You have to use your mouse that way. What's a mouse? The
Touch
cursor
the
on your
pad.
screen. What's the cursor on my screen? The little arrow thing on the screen. It moves around if you touch the pad. The pad underneath the keyboard? Yes. Oh, okay. I
Can't you
can't
just
click
report those
anything.
to their company?
No, I'm the IT of their company.
No,
People
but
who
your
are
job
having
is not to teach them how to use a computer. Your job is to
Yes,
fix a
it
problem.
no,
is.
it's
If they
110%
are the
his job.
problem,
Like
They
you
are the
cannot fix
problem.
them.
I need to fix them. That is what
Sneaky,
I've
for
been told.
example, sign. Today we got a very shady looking email. It turns out the guy who sent it just accidentally sent it to literally everyone in the organization except by T. But I got it, and we have in-house phishing reporting that our IT, which is in-house
Yep.
and literally upstairs,
Probably
wants
through
us to
No
use.
before.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I called them because I was like, hey, you guys sent out that email. I don't know how to use the in-house phishing. I just read the email and I've literally never had to use it, and literally no one told me how to. And
Yep.
Maverick, the IT guy, I called, was like, yeah, just do this, do this. Oh, it's that email? Yeah, don't worry about it, but this is how you do it. And like now I know in the future. It's like 2 extra clicks.
Yeah, you hit the
It's cool.
report button. Yeah.
But it's just like I have literally never worked with our whatever in-house stuff before, and so at the very least I was smart enough to go, hey, I shouldn't just click on links in a shady email, which is surprisingly difficult a bar to clear sometimes. But
Holy
the thing
shit.
is,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I got an email report one day. Oh my god. Person A forwards it to person B inside their company, going, I don't recognize this. Do you recognize this? Person B goes, I don't know. You should click it to be sure, but it might be just a phishing thing. I think that's what it's called. And then the boss of the company forwards that email chain to me going, please submit person A and B to remedial phishing training.
Nice.
Oh, because they didn't report it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They're like, oh, it might be a phishing
Dude,
thing,
I
but you
had
should
a-
click it to be sure.
I legitimately had a moment working at the bank where it was just like, oh, hey, this is obviously phishing. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to delete the email. And they're like, oh, you have to do this. I'm like, why? I didn't click on it. It's like, well, you're supposed to report it. It's like, why the fuck would I report it if I don't know if it's phishing or not?
Yeah.
You're supposed to
Yeah, it's
report
like,
everything
whatever.
that's fishy.
It's
Yeah.
like me, is I've technically failed every single phishing test that my company does because I just don't click on the email and I ignore it. I just put it into the spam folder and move on. And they're like, no, you have to click the phishing button. I'm like, do I? Because I kind of passed. You know, I didn't interact with the fucking email.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
but they
click on
want you to
emails
do
anyway,
something
so.
specific.
Yeah, I know. They
Yeah, and
explained
it's
that.
about following protocols, not being
Well, yeah,
smart.
sure. I'll follow the fucking protocol now that someone's explained it to me.
No, you're supposed to know. You got a
Yeah.
vague email 6 months ago. There's literally 5,000 emails in your inbox at any time. You need to remember that one exact email.
No, they literally never explained it at any point ever. No, it's
Oh.
not even like, oh,
Well-
you have one vague email. No, they literally never told anyone ever. They made
You're
the
supposed to
policy
read their minds.
change and then told people that were incoming to the company from now on, yeah, this is how you have to do it. But they didn't, at no point in time did they ever think, hey, maybe we should tell the people already at the fucking company what the new policy is. They just only
Never.
told the new people.
You need to check the common area every single day. No, but sign. IT, in my experience, and Sneaky can correct me on this if I'm wrong, usually is annoyed if they have to teach you something you should know, but it is infinitely
I'm
preferable.
so annoyed. Yeah.
I am IT.
But yeah, okay, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Anyways,
Yeah,
but it's usually infinitely preferable to having to clean up when someone does something that's
Yep.
causing
It's
genuine
what I
threats.
tell them every time. Every single time they call me in a panic about an email, I go, I much rather you waste my time on some fucking email than you clicking on something you shouldn't and nuking your entire system.
True.
That's actually why I called up, because it was a request to whitelist the program in our firewall, and I was like, that's using just scary enough words that I'm going to call someone about this.
Yeah,
that's a hard no, buddy.
Yeah, no, the firewall shit, not my problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not happening.
It was a quality assurance firm we work with, was running in something like in remote data verification, because we have branches all across the state.
Yep.
And how do they put it? Something like a data integrity test. I will be perfectly honest.
Yep.
I listened politely and nodded.
Yep. No, 100%, and I do get to a certain extent how some people just can't seem to grasp certain stuff. And I don't blame them for it, right? Not remembering that special arguments can be used in search bars. I get it. That is not something that really sticks out to remember. Yeah, it is very useful, but I can totally understand why Accountant Joe just did not quite remember that one. I get it. But I do expect Accountant Joe to know how to turn on and off his computer. I do expect Accountant Joe to know what I mean when I say the power button. I expect Accountant Joe to know what I mean when I say the square hole. I expect
No, you're asking too much.
I know. I expect Accountant Joe to have general basic knowledge that anyone who can read would have theoretically after using a computer for 20 years of their life.
Yeah, except he hasn't been using his computer for 20 years.
Oh, he has. He's been working at
Or
that
any
job
years.
for 20 years, and I know they've been using that fucking computer at that job for 20 years. And you know how I know that computer's been there at that job for 20 fucking years, Sign? It's because it's running Windows 1995!
Damn.
Fair.
We're replacing it, finally.
You're still not free.
Oh no, I'm not free yet. But it makes me very, very frustrated because I can't help people if they can't bother to learn language. When I ask them to unplug the USB connecting their computer and their printer, and they instead unplug the power cable, and then lie to me about unplugging the USB. And then I spend an extra hour of my fucking life trying to figure out why the printer isn't working when they've unplugged the fucking power from it.
Oof.
That
That's
sounds rough. Have you considered murder?
what makes me angry. Is if you don't know what I mean, just tell me.
But that would mean
Stop
admitting that they're
fucking
wrong.
lying. I don't
Yeah, but
care
they
if you
don't wanna be
don't know it.
embarrassed, so.
I don't expect you to know it, honestly. It's because I want you to know it because I expect you to know it as just a sentient human being. You would think that by pure osmosis, even the most basic of things would trickle into your fucking brain. But I understand reality, and my bar is not at that expectation. My bar of expectation is I remembered to breathe today.
Fair.
So all I want from people is to just stop fucking lying. If you don't know the word, ask me to clarify.
But
That's
that
all.
would mean admitting fault and that they're wrong, which they're not
I
going
know.
to do.
I know. And that's why I'm going to take an extra hour to fix their shit. And that's why whenever they call for the next time, I'm not going to pick up the phone. They can deal with subpar service from my peers. Because they lost the privilege of getting their shit fixed. Now, inevitably, I will have to fix their shit. Because my peers are incompetent layabouts who just make a situation worse by piling more bandages onto the problem. And eventually I'll have to actually fix the problem and get rid of all the bandages. But when I do that, I look cool and awesome and amazing and better than all my fucking peers who caused the problem. So I'm okay with that. It is annoying. It is frustrating. But I can live with it. Because at least my peers write down all their fuck-ups. Mostly. So I usually am able to get in there and undo all their fuck-ups. Mostly. I'm just so tired. So weary of people not understanding the tools that they need to function at their fucking job. And that terrifies me. Because that brings me back to the doctor.
No dear.
When I'm having surgery done on me, is that doctor able to remember his login password?
Oh!
The one he uses every single day? The one that is explicitly set to not expire? The one that he's been using for the past 15 years. Will he forget it today? Will he forget how to do the surgery on me? That's the kind of thoughts that terrify me. That's what infiltrates my mind. That's what leaves me sitting there going, how bad is it really? Not in a
Very
dismissive tone, but in a horrified realization. that the people I'm entrusting my life to are fucking stupid. And today might be the day they forget their login password.
Mm.
It's heavy.
Yes. So, in sign news, on a complete flip side, we're moving on. In sign drama news. Did anyone else notice Atoko trying to get me kicked off the server?
Oh, what the fuck happened this time?
Was that... I just wanted to know if that was my paranoia, or if
He
that's
was
what it
not
felt
going
like.
for you specifically. This is a long-running argument he's had for a long time that people who don't pay shouldn't be on the server for paying customers, which the argument makes sense. And I had to explicitly point out, you and everybody I gave that specific role to has contributed. Either you've paid money directly or you've done something that generated revenue.
Yeah, I would think that just because I have not paid you a monthly fee to hear your racist rants,
Right?
that despite that, the $500 I have paid you would somehow ameliorate me not having paid that fee per month.
Yeah.
You would think.
Like I said, that was not targeted specifically at you.
I know it wasn't, but it kind of felt like it. Because he brought it up
That's
specifically
paranoid.
after I said something he didn't like.
Oh, then that was definitely targeted then. In this instance.
I don't know what Sneaky's talking about. I don't recall seeing that. He may be right. It's entirely possible. I don't recall seeing
I
it.
went on an adventure because, again, I normally don't look at what he's posting, but I went on an adventure because I went onto your server. I was like, why the fuck am I teal now? And so I was searching around all the chats, and then I found a bunch of block message, block message, block message, block message that you were replying to. And so I was like, okay, this is what caused me to be teal, all right? Okay, what are these messages? And it was him just conveniently bitching the age-old argument about kicking people who don't pay you a monthly fee right after I said something that he disagreed with.
Again, I don't recall that part. Maybe I missed it. I happened to look up right as he was saying we should kick people who aren't subscribers for the subscriber server. And Kill was going, well, there's also friends he's invited as well, so plus guests and so on. Other
yeah,
authors.
but I mean, Kill pays you. Like how many actual people are ignoring authors on your server without paying? Now, Atten's paid. Has C8 paid? No, C8's not paid. That's fair. Has Armand? No, I thought Armand paid at one point. I know Alir paid at one point.
Maybe, I don't recall. I think he did, but again, that's...
Sam's definitely never paid you. He's definitely never contributed anything, but he is a useful news source.
Pulling up the Civi. Alright, one...
You made some of the civilians your fucking moderators, so, I mean...
to be fair, Goose was a paying subscriber.
And Orf.
And Orf. Some of them have the civilian role in addition to officer or enlisted because it was, hey, look, I need to unsub for a little while. Is that okay? Yeah, sure, go ahead. That's fine. I'll just change your role. And that way we don't have to do anything with juggling anybody from the server.
Yeah.
are enigmatic.
Yeah, no, I mean,
the dude has
generally.
paid a lot of money, but
Oh, yeah.
I explicitly told him, "Hey, look, I can't do any of your comms for this right now, so do me a favor, unsub for a little while, and I'll let you know when I can get back to it." Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, a majority of the people on the fucking server are either payers or they're previous payers or they've paid you in commissions only.
Yeah, no, I removed like 30 or 40 people who had been previously subscribers, but then stopped subscribing and hadn't been for over 3 months, and that's about the limit I set on that.
Well, I mean, they've also not interacted with the Discord ever because I didn't notice anyone leaving.
Yeah, that too.
So.
Yeah, there are a few people who have never interacted with the Discord, and they're reading chapters early, which, all right, that's fine. I have no problem with a subscriber doing that. But
Sure, yeah.
Well, just people lurking.
if you then
Yeah, lurking's fine.
drop the subscription because you quote unquote lost interest, then I'm gonna lose interest in you being on the server. I'm sorry.
True. Yeah.
You can go to the public server. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, obviously, but I mean, it is what it is. I get the whole my financial situation changed. Yeah, mine changes occasionally too. Perfectly understandable. I'll give you some time. But then hang on.
He's bringing up the lore.
He's bringing up the lore.
I'm bringing up the list.
The list.
Did I miss anything interesting while I was
The
busy
list.
dealing with all of the garbage?
The list.
Shit like that.
What? The list of Nose's transgressions? The list of Sneaky's transgressions?
This
Excuse you.
statement that you have just made is going into the fucking book.
Yep, you're going in the book.
I lost interest. Or
That's
a
fine. You're
specific
bringing up my
story no
list,
longer
too.
gets interest. Or I only intended to donate once. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna keep you on for.
Weird that you only
Longer
intended to
than
donate
that.
once and then joined the Discord server and then stopped paying, but yeah, sure.
Right? Yep. It's churn is what it is. It happens. Then there are issues like Infant's issue, where he wanted to subscribe. He was subscribed for a long time, and then
The Filipino
not
government
subscribed, sorry, but
attacked.
no, the bank or the payment processor or somebody not subscribed star did a fucky wucky, and now he can't actually subscribe.
Yeah, the Filipino government attacked. Yeah, it's a Filipino
Can
bank.
we stop
it
saying
government?
fucky wucky and just say that someone fucked up?
He did an
No.
oopsie doopsie fucky wucky. Ooh woo.
No, fuck you.
Ooh woo.
Fuck you!
No, fuck Wucky you.
Hey, fuck you, I'm walking it.
No, you're not. That's part of the problem.
What the fuck are you talking about? I work out like 5 times a week. Fuck you. I've kept up with my
I
cardio.
genuinely hope you're not doing that, because that's deeply bad for you.
What? Doing cardio 5 times a week?
You gotta have rest days,
How
brother.
long
My rest
are we
days are the
doing
weekend.
cardio?
Like an hour and
No,
then I
no,
walk
no,
my
no.
dogs?
So an hour or less?
It depends on the day, but usually an hour.
You're fine. No.
Yeah, it's not like I'm running for 3
what he's
hours at
talking
a
about
time.
is
I'm not
doing
retarded.
3 or 4 hours at a time every day,
Who the fuck
and
does
then only
3 or
going,
4
well,
hours of cardio?
my weekends are my rest days. No, that'll kill your body.
Who the fuck works out for 3 to 4 hours a day?
Jesus
God,
Christ.
there are crazy
I
people
know
that do
some
that, brother.
people.
Alright then.
I look, I know some people who are stupid and will do that and be like, why is my body failing? It's because you have to give rest days. Dude, I do have a rest day. It's on the weekends. That's not how that works.
No. I did
Kenny
it in high
agree with
school. I was Monday through Friday every day, hour and a half during school because of sports ball and also gym class, which because sports ball team meant I was in the actually for real workout class, not the we play dodgeball class. And I did 2-a-days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I
Jesus.
usually casually work out on the weekends.
Yeah,
Mostly it's like stretching and light calisthenics.
I've been getting back on it since I've been let go. I've just been doing 30 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of weightlifting, and then
It's miracle cure for mental health, if nothing else.
I mean, it helps with my mental health, certainly. But again, then it's just like 45-minute walks with my dogs, and they're pieces of shit, so they're running everywhere, and I'm like, please stop, please stop, please stop.
They're the friendliest pieces of shit, and they want to be friends with everyone and everything.
They want to be friend. Well, no, they actually
Oh, that was
want to
my
be
dog's
friends.
problem. My dog's problem was a little bit retarded, and I guess like master, like dog, but he would see everything, including people and other dogs, and go like, "Hey, I really want to be friends." And these other dogs were much bigger than him. They did not always want to be friends.
No. More often than not, that is in fact the case.
Yeah. But no. No, that's not bad at all. In fact, I think it's probably pretty good for you. I am overweight, but I still work out when I can. Not much, but when I can. And I try to make an effort to stay on my feet at work for at least a good portion of the day.
I mean, I've lost 20 pounds since like November, so good.
Keep fighting, man. Keep fighting.
Well, nice work.
Good job, bro.
It sucks.
Yeah, you know, it's good, man.
Just remember, Nose, there's a beautiful thin woman inside of you.
No.
Okay, that's a joke I can't make on Twitch. Okay.
Maybe in Thailand?
Thank you for the setup. Absolutely teed me up.
Oh boy, there's a couple of jokes we could make off the tee.
Yeah,
But in
yeah,
all
well,
seriousness,
yeah, you know.
Let's not.
Yeah.
yes. But in
Yeah,
all
let's not
seriousness,
do that,
Nose,
no.
good for you and keep at it, dude.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
My
Drink
main
more
problem is
water.
I have a fucking muscle problem in my heel, and it sucks.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what
Well?
happens when you age.
Yeah.
It's also because I haven't been stretching enough, apparently, according to like 2 different people. Just like, hey, are you stretching before you doing runs? Me, like 3 or 4 months ago. No, I didn't have time. And then they're just like, hey, you should be doing that, or your heel will get fucked up.
Slight suggestion: do light exercise for like 5-10 minutes, then stretch. Dry stretching will ruin you way more than not stretching.
Well, it's mostly just like feet and leg stretches I do before anything, and then just start working out.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. No, when I was in high school, I played football, boxed, and was in MMA and wrestling. Got injured, had to drop the football, and then I sort of dropped the wrestling because it was like, hey, I'm already doing a lot of that, and I physically can't attend everything all at once. Then after college, just free time and availability disappeared. So occasional MMA stuff and my normal, usually at home around the neighborhood workouts for me.
Breaking news, gentlemen! Apparently, so many people are unsubscribing from Discord Nitro, it has crashed their server.
Nah. Get fucked, Discord.
Please tell me
After
that's
this
why I
shit.
was having issues with it earlier today.
I would
It was the
not
server
even
trying to
be
recover.
surprised.
It's gonna be hilarious if they lose so many subscribers that whatever
Are-
they were
are-
getting.
are-
They're already
they
starting
going-
to roll. They're already starting to back up on it, but hopefully they back up even more.
So
Good,
have
keep
they?
backing up.
Are they gonna have to temporarily disable cancellation like we saw with Game Pass when that happened?
Possibly.
I'm
I
just
don't think
glad I
that's
never have to
legal.
pay. I've only had to pay for it once. Fuck you, Discord. I'm gonna keep it because I don't have to pay for it.
Well, yes, these are people that are,
Not grandfathered in. I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Discord alternative searches jump 100,000% overnight. It's total
Dude,
collapse imminent. Discord
My
users aren't
favorite-
happy.
My favorite part. My favorite part is they're
Yeah.
supposed to be going public for trading in the next month or two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they're doing
That's
this.
why they're pushing the
So
change through. Yeah, 'cause
bad.
they want
Cloud
safety and
Force
security
Center.
to be their tagline.
I know. Like I actually mentioned this with my mom just to rant because she can understand like corporation does stupid thing because they're going public and it's actually going to cost them investors. It's like congratulations, you're now publicly traded. Bad news. Investors want to know how you managed to lose so much literally overnight. And how are you going to make up
Oh,
for that?
wow.
Well, also it's just like, look, Discord, Veeam. Oh, sorry, not Veeam. Discord, TeamSpeak, Ventrilo, Skype. These are all programs that do not need expansion, exploitation, exploration. I feel, well, I mean, extermination never really applied to them, but they don't need the 3 X's, right?
Yeah.
They can just function and make money just by
That
existing.
wasn't good enough for them.
If they changed nothing, they could fire 90% of their staff and pull a Craigslist and just make money forever.
Yeah.
Millions.
But
millions.
Numbers go up faster.
Craigslist is an estimated Craigslist
Yeah.
makes an estimated 16 million per employee because they only have 50
Yeah.
fucking employees.
You know, imagine how much money they could save per year just firing the dumbasses that keep changing the UI every 3 to 6 months.
Exactly.
Fucking right.
No, they do that mostly to stay ahead of the FBI. It's not even necessarily Craigslist people. It's quite literally. It's not even the FBI. It was Congress.
Huh?
But extreme TLDR, they used not to do this, and then a whole bunch of Congress people basically bullied the founders into no longer being able to cooperate with the FBI for sex trafficking investigations, and made it a pet project to the point one of them literally killed himself. Because as far as a whole bunch of people were concerned, he was literally selling little children in an open air market. And the founders of it was a Craigslist back pages.
Probably
they were
back
accused-
pages because the founders of Craigslist are still alive.
Okay, sorry, got the websites mixed up. Never mind. Just going off on my rant about how the government is evil and literally counterproductive.
Oh no,
I know
absolutely.
Craigslist
Still, at the
had a
end of
big
the day,
issue with selling services.
oh yeah, and then they just put a ban on it. It was really easy.
Yeah. Great. But yeah, it's
The wee bit fucky, ain't it?
why
But,
did the
like-
moderators remove a link from PC Master Race asking for alternatives to Discord?
Because
Um,
they're too.
Because the moderators
them's a
are a
Discord
bunch
mod.
of Discord mods, because they're also the Discord mods for PC Master Race.
That's
And if people move
that's
off
not
of
very
Discord, they'll lose their power.
unironically, that's not very PC Master Race of you PC Master Race mods.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
well, they are
think they
Reddit
care.
mods, so they can't stop themselves from being authoritarian bootlickers.
Right?
No, it's just how it is. But as far as that all goes, Discord could have done the same things Craigslist did. They just have a guy that maintains the communication code. They just have a guy that maintains the UI updates, and you don't need to make too many UI updates. I mean, maybe do a Twitter poll every once in a while. Hey guys, here's 2 mock-ups. Do people like this? No? All right. Well, we'll talk to you next year. Like, you don't need a team of UX designers. You need one guy. You don't need a team
Yeah.
of communication designers. You need one fucking
Well,
guy.
I mean-
We have mastered text-based communication 20 fucking years ago.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the problem. If they do that, then they can't give all their friends jobs.
Exactly.
let's
That's
also-
yes,
let's re-
exactly.
Yeah. Let's also
Hey, speaking
remember
of, is
that
there any
this,
developers of third-party
this
app that want to give me a job, please? Thank you.
no, those
I'm joking.
you should really be selling yourself as like a mod organizer, not a coder.
True.
I can
but,
organize
a
this
reminder,
into a
though,
mod list for you. What do you do?
Discord is the company that said, because 42% of people don't know how to use the signifiers, we're going to remove them.
Yep.
Because a vast majority of our users know what these 4 digits are for, we're going to take away the 4 digits. So
Yep.
if you're someone who happens to share a username with someone else,
Well,
get fucked.
you know the real reason, right?
No, I don't know the real reason. I just know that the
Oh!
stated reason was they're
Discord
stupid.
lore time! Probably gonna cause someone to crash out! It might be me! So,
Oh boy.
the reason why this change actually came about is because on a couple of servers that the Discord employees in charge of this system were on and interacted with, there was a couple of users who got usernames that were either that person's preferred username or that person got a username that was their username, but because they had the 4-letter signifier after it, you were allowed to have an overlap. And they would go around mocking these employees. And these employees got super butthurt, so they removed the signifier system because they didn't want anyone else to have their name. And now you might be saying, Sneaky, that's a whole bunch of crap. Why would they be so petty as to, well, you see, actually, before the signifier thing was rolled out, the signifier removal was rolled out, all Discord employees and their family members got first come, first serve access before anyone else to secure their preferred usernames. Now you might be saying, Sneaky, well, wouldn't they just use their current usernames? No! And we know that because a whole shitload of people posted proof to various 4chan and Reddit sites of 4chan threads and Reddit subreddits of them previously owning that username, and now with the signifier gone, before it even launched, they lost that username. And then that employee showing up with that username. Quite literally, because
Honestly,
petty bullshit.
It's not even worth crashing out because it's exactly in line
With what you
the
expected.
stupid shit that has come from the leadership of this company.
Well, yeah, I mean, you also can't
Yeah.
forget the part where they tried to ban child porn, but then added an exemption in for child porn, but it's okay if it's furry child porn.
You know,
That's-
to make
Yeah,
that even
yeah.
worse, they never actually succeeded in getting rid of that completely. They basically went
Oh, I know.
the hub of not safe for work route of simply saying there's basically nothing we can do, and we'll quote unquote work with authorities, and they'll
Oh,
just
yeah.
sort of not
And that's
slap us
honestly,
for it.
that's all you can really do, right? Like, it is physically impossible to actually stop people from posting child porn. It just is. Like, you cannot create a system that is robust enough to prevent the child porn from being posted. All you can
Yeah.
do is try and scan for it after it's been posted, and then hopefully remove it.
And trust your users to spot
Report
it
it.
and remove
Yeah.
it
You should
and
not trust
report
the
it.
user.
Well, that's all you can do. Like,
No, you shouldn't, but-
It's not a case of we can't legislate ourselves out of this one. It is physically
No.
not possible.
I mean, that's part of why. Look, for all of the problems that it does cause, that's why stuff like, oh my god, I can't think. The act that says yes, service providers providers are not responsible for and website owners are not responsible for content that users post
230.
because if they were,
Yeah.
230, like
Section
you
230.
literally nothing that exists on the internet could YouTube couldn't exist, Facebook couldn't exist, none of it could exist.
Yeah, because the second that someone on YouTube posts a video saying, I don't know, like Adidas or something, like hired a hitman to kill their mom, then all of a sudden YouTube could be sued for slander, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to have that segregation of responsibilities so long as there's a good faith effort of containment and reporting.
And on the flip side, they're now abusing that protection to censor everything that they don't want seen.
Yep.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's
How
been
very,
the case
how
for
very,
like
how
20
very
years.
British of them.
My favorite ever was YouTube put one of their little YouTube bullshit explanation things underneath a video. And it was the author of I think was it mRNA? The author of the modern day mRNA vaccination system was talking about the system that he created in an interview. And YouTube put underneath, actually, mRNA is completely useful and usable with no error rate at all. Underneath it, it's like a fucking little blurb. To correct the guy who invented it. And it's just like, this is the dumbest fucking thing in existence right now. The real solution to the 230 question is for platforms to not moderate. No, they have to moderate in moderation.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. Like, you have to have moderation. We've seen what happens when you don't moderate. You get garbage.
Yeah, 4chan.
Yeah, it was great.
No. I want to make that clear. 4chan is moderated. You get worse than 4chan, and that.
Oh no,
yeah.
you get Robot 9K.
Yeah, you get the old Wild West. It was great.
No,
it's not,
literally
Sai.
there's a literal 4chan sub called Robot 9K or R9K
R9K.
that is not moderated. It is explicitly not moderated. And yeah, you got
It's
some
filled with-
crazy fucking shit posted there. And I don't mean conspiracy theories. I mean pictures. I mean words. You had some crazy shit posted.
The old gore thread.
There's a lot of people who think that they're cool and shit just posting there, and then it's just like...
Exactly, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, is you do need a minor level of moderation. What it needs to be, though, is it needs to be community moderation. It can't be company-declared moderation for the large part. Yes, the company should have a moderation team where they're like, okay, guys, here are these reasonable demands that we're making. In safe for work areas, you cannot post not safe for work stuff. In not safe for work areas, you cannot post illegal things. You know, stuff like that. Like, reasonable, fair declarations. Instead, what we currently have is a system of schizophrenia and incredibly biased moderators and admins who think that they're not biased.
But
or who think that they're biased
if you
for the right
rely on
reasons.
community moderation, that's what's going to happen.
No, see, community
True.
moderation is different.
Yes.
While it still will be biased, it'll be biased in favor of that community, which is inevitably going to happen anyway, whether it's on your platform or someone else's platform. And if everyone bans it, then they're just going to make their own platform. We saw that with Alex Jones.
Oh, I see. You're not saying
Yeah, when I say
Trying to make
community
sure I
moderation, I mean the community that is Minecraft role players moderates itself. And the company moderation team, their purpose is to make sure that the community moderation team is A, doing their job, and B, isn't spiraling into some sort of fucking cult.
Yeah.
Much like R9K is currently spiraling into a cult.
They're always spiraling
the problem
into
is
a
if
cult.
you elevate individual community members above the rest,
I have to specify that
goes
it's
to their
currently
head.
sneaky because they do it at least 3 times a year.
Yeah, I know.
only 3.
That they
It's-
remember.
We don't count some of them. We don't count some of them. It's
But
funny
yeah,
to watch.
that's what I meant by platforms, small communities enforcing standards is good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The platform needs to have a general moderation team where they aren't personally implementing the moderation, but they are setting the guidelines and expectations to use their website, which I think is completely within every company's purview to do. As long
Maybe some
as
kind
it's
of
fairly
system-
enforced. If a company wants to come out and say, hey, we're making a social media site, if you say anything conservative, you're banned, I'm fine with that. But it has to be in the rules, openly stated. They can't...
And only if we're allowed to do it in the other direction.
Yeah, sure. If someone wants to start a social media website and it says that if you're a lefty, you get banned, again, I'm fine with that. But again, it has to say it in the rules. It can't be this implied wish-washy bullshit of, oh, we're banning you for hate speech. That's not a crime. Yeah, but we don't like it. Okay, but what did I say? Oh, you said that welfare should only go
You
to
know
the
what you
citizens of
did.
the country that contributed to it. Okay, how is that hate speech? Because
Right.
I felt it was hate speech, so we're banning you. It's like, no, that's not how that works. If you want to ban me for saying that, you have to put that in the fucking rules in the first place. You can't just be like, oh, well, I didn't like your vibes, and I decided today that what you said was wrong and bad.
Man, that was awfully specific. Like we've dealt with this before with a certain group or website.
Well, I mean, no, like Twitter was literally like this before it got bought out by Elon Musk. They literally had policies that was like, and I'm using Twitter as an example because Twitter went, the Jack Dorsey went on to a podcast with Tim Pool and the bald guy, the muscly bald guy, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Went on to a podcast with Joe Rogan. And Jack Dorsey got interviewed by Tim Pool on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Tim Pool said to Jack Dorsey, why are you targeting conservatives? And Jack Dorsey's like, what do you mean we're not? And he said, yeah, you are. Conservatives don't believe in personal pronouns beyond the he and she. And your rules target people who believe that. So you're targeting conservatives. And he's like, no, we're not targeting conservatives. We're just targeting people who don't respect personal pronouns. And Tim's like, yes. Conservatives.
But right, but that's a false dichotomy. He's not targeting them because they're conservative. They happen to believe something that he disagrees with because they're conservative, but that is not why. But because they are conservative, it's not the reason
no, but
they are being targeted.
the point of that example, Atten, is that Jack didn't believe that was political. Jack used the trans and pronoun ideology as a non-political rule they enforce on the website. And Tim was like, no, that is a clearly political rule because it is only targeting one side. Only one side of the political spectrum is being affected by this rule, so it's clearly a politically based rule.
See, the thing is he wasn't even thinking of this like we would, like you would.
Yeah, and to Jack, that's what I'm saying. Is in Jack's mind, that was hate speech. That wasn't a political thing. That's not politics. That's just such a fact that it'd be like if you made a rule that banned people that said that the sky wasn't blue. That's the equivalent in Jack Dorsey's mind. Is that respecting pronouns is such a fact that it's not politics.
Yes, because and not
Go ahead. You first.
saying
You
one
first,
way
man.
or another, right?
Mhm.
They believe that not respecting someone's pronouns, especially when they've made a decision to be called by something other than what a broad segment of society would
Sure.
subscribe to.
Mhm.
Right, I'm trying to find the
Yeah,
correct.
it's still
No. You're
political.
doing good. You're doing good.
No,
Um,
we're not
right.
disagreeing. I'm just saying it's still political.
No, I'm talking about Twitch. Right,
Yeah,
a
I
set
know
of
what you mean.
words that a
Twitch
broad segment of
doing the
society
Yeah,
would
sure,
not
sure.
necessarily subscribe to, right?
Yeah.
Then you are disrespecting them, and that is hateful, and the only reason you would not
Right.
accept their pronouns is because you don't believe in what they're doing, and you don't believe that they deserve the right to call themselves that.
Well, yeah,
And that is
that's
hateful.
right, but
And
it's that's a conclusion drawn by ideology.
And the thing is what Sneaky was saying earlier is about how small communities can self-police. Twitter was the public square.
Yeah.
You genuinely had international politics being conducted via tweet. It
Yeah.
still happens
Oh,
today, but to
absolutely.
a much lesser degree.
Now that's
But-
a whole
So-
other problem.
But my
The
point
fact
wasn't
remains
even
that
so much as
regardless
that.
of whether or not it's the public square,
Yeah,
it was a
I
private
don't
company,
I
right?
don't care.
And-
I don't
and
give
to
it. It
the
was a
point
private
of
company.
them-
I don't give a shit about the public square. My point is that I want honesty. That's my point. Is I want honesty out of people, and there is people who physically can't be honest. It is not them trying to lie. It's that they literally can't be honest because their view of the world is through such a distorted lens that, like I said, it's not an ideological political point to respect someone's pronouns. It's a fact to them.
And
The sky is
that's the
blue,
problem.
you
It's-
respect pronouns. And when someone is like that, you can't like rely on them
You can't reason with them.
to Well, no, it's not that you can't reason with them. It's that you can't rely on them to provide moderation. It would be like if you gave someone who genuinely believed in flat earth theory control of Twitter, and they made it a rule that round earthers... Sorry, no, let me phrase this in the proper way. Not acknowledging the
earthers.
true shape of the world is misinformation, and misinformation hurts people, so we're banning it. And by result, everyone who doesn't believe in flat earth theory gets banned from the platform.
And worst
And-
of all, it's not even active malice from their point of view. It's
Yeah.
just literal common sense.
Yeah, the
They
Earth is
should
flat,
protect
so
people.
obviously everyone who says the Earth isn't flat is spreading misinformation on purpose. So obviously we have to get rid of them. That's what my point is. I'm not talking about. I use the pronouns as a concrete, real example. I'm not even talking about the politics of it. I'm just talking about it as an example that we
It's like
have.
human communication and the perception
Yeah.
of good faith. It's
Yeah.
if
You can't
we
have
have defined-
moderation if people
Yeah.
aren't willing to acknowledge that things can be talked about.
like if say Sneaky and I are in an argument or whatever, and he and I just have fundamentally different definitions for words, like it's
Which we
happened
do.
before.
Yep.
We
Yes.
can't talk. We can't
Yep.
communicate. There's a disconnect.
Yep.
So if you have someone who genuinely believes X equals X, and someone says X equals Y, it's a disconnect. There's like this word means something else. You're
Yep.
using the symbols
Cognitive
wrong.
dissonance.
Yeah.
Well, cognitive dissonance is sort of a consequence of
Yeah,
that.
I would say
but
it's not cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when you say one
It's
thing
actually,
and-
you know what? It's close. It's communicative dissonance.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's certainly a communicative
Yeah,
dissonance.
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance would be
In their own
they
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
War is peace, strength is slavery, or whatever the
possessed
fuck it
ass
is.
fan.
Possessed
and
ass
the thing
stand.
is that's a
No,
great
okay,
example.
Hang on a minute. No, you don't get to do that. You saw my possessed ceiling fan.
Ghosts are real.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
So,
I don't
that's
like,
one.
believe ghosts are real.
That's what I'm trying to talk
I-
about, though, when it comes to this sort of moderation stuff, right? Is that it's going to be it's nearly impossible to have some sort of global standard that is precise. Pronouns are one of those. The status of Earth's shape apparently is also one of those. So, you know,
well, I mean,
is what it
there's a
is.
Twitch specific example in that you used to be able to use the Z slur for Russians, and now
Sure.
you're not supposed to. So I'm not going to say
Right.
it, obviously.
Yeah,
But for a
obviously, yeah.
while, that was just considered
Yep.
truth to power. You're just taking a shot at the evil
Yeah.
invaders.
Evil
Yeah.
Russians.
And, like,
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
it's absolutely an issue, just why these companies they are wasting hundreds of millions of dollars between employees, systems, moderationing, fucking more employees, just so they can acquire the moderation status that they internally think that is correct and right. And this has been my whole thing, is that I don't think companies need to be moral. I think companies need to follow the law, and I think it's the government's job to enforce the cultural morality and ethics upon these companies, with force, of course. And so, if a company wants to achieve moderation standards in a reasonable and actually profitable way, they need to stop trying to become the arbiters of culture. Because obviously people are people. You're going to hire people for hopefully their fucking skills in programming or UX design or something, right? And not because they share your political belief, but, people are people, and I'm sure that's what's happening. But either way, at the end of the day, you can't trust a company to properly moderate its own shit in a way that is sensible for the greater society. Because they just won't. You're going to get people who are going to be insane on both sides. You're gonna have people out here with like Gab, where they were like banning women who were less than 60% clothed or something. Like I don't think I'm remembering that correctly. Yeah. So remember Gab back in 2016? Remember Gab?
Yes.
No.
There's a reason why that is.
I have purged it from my mind.
There are no.
There is a
states
reason for that.
it.
So
Oh
Gab
my god.
was the right-wing Twitter, the self-declared alternative to Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, that.
And the reason why no
retarded
one
piece of
fucking
shit.
uses it and it collapsed is because they truly were the right-wing version of Twitter, in that they were just as insane as Twitter was in terms of their politics and how they implemented them, and they went around banning people for posting women in bikinis. Because that was too unclothed for their wholesome
We're a
Chungus
Christian platform. We can't have that here.
Yeah. And it was just absolutely ludicrous. And so they collapsed, obviously, because Twitter had a huge user base, so they can go be psycho because they're so big. They're basically too big to fail in a certain way. And Gab wasn't, but they were just as psycho. And so they failed. Like, near immediately, everyone just left. It's got like a user base of like 1,000, 10,000 people now. So.
And the thing is Torba genuinely purity spiraled.
Yep.
And if he had just held out for like another 6 months, he might have cleared the threshold where the purity spiral wouldn't have killed his site. But he started purity spiraling about you need to be this exact specific brand of Christian and agree to like these exact specific opinions. or you're a LARPer at best.
Yep. No. And that's like I said, I love taking shots at both sides. It's just that right now we are in the cycle where one side is
Acting pretty fucking
a
retarded.
hibernating bear, and they're not doing much besides shitting themselves. So I can make fun of them for that, but
Actually,
you know,
no. I remember when Torba tried to do the whole "Say Christ is King" thing,
yeah,
and people actually were acting like he was the second coming of the No Man. Oh no, fear him! And then like 6 months later, he's trying to shill VPNs and cryptos because everything he's built has slipped through his grasp.
yeah.
And I was like,
turns
yeah,
out, yeah. But that's what I'm saying is that you can't have moderation dictated by the company. You need to have moderation dictated by the government. And I know the government can get captured. Obviously, look at the Department of Education. But
I
you
mean,
have
Reddit,
to.
if
The
it
buck
wasn't
has
Reddit,
to stop.
would be a good idea.
Sure, but the buck has to stop somewhere. Is what I'm trying to say. And the
Mhm.
buck. The final stop of the buck is kind of the government. That's kind of the purpose of the government.
Yeah, to arbitrate disputes. So
Right.
I guess to try to drill down your point into something that would be actionable, establish something like net neutrality and Section 230, but tailor it to be narrow and specific, and to have clear and concise and defined clear and concise regulatory terms and conditions, i.e., sites must be explicit in moderation content. They must, serve as either a platform or a publisher. You can't choose in the moment. You have to define yourself.
Yeah.
And then maybe require platforms.
Outline moderation requirements. Do you have to outline in the Section 230 what the fuck you mean by moderation? What does that mean, really? Does that mean only illegal stuff? Does that mean cultural stuff? Does that mean...
I think at the government level, actually that would be a great thing to point, is that, like, we are mandating that, this is your reasonableness standard, like 72 hours if X content is reported.
Yeah,
and
that's how you have to approach everything, because at the end of the day, you can't rely on these fucking companies to do anything but try to exploit you. And I mean, like, that's what Discord's doing right now. Is they're using the shield of protecting kids to harvest information in mass so they can sell it for a profit, and then they can point to how much profit they just made from selling all their users' information to their public opening IPO, and then all the investors who are retarded and don't use Discord, sit there and clap like fucking seals and pay millions for a piece of this extremely lucrative pie that is Discord, which somehow makes fucking money.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That reminds me. Did you hear about Discord wanting to, with their teen thing, have communities of teens gather all the teens together to tell them how they should run the place?
The council.
The Council of Teens.
Council of
I heard to
Teens.
get on the Council of Teens, you have to send at least 2 dick pics to the server admin.
Right.
I thought that you had to prove that you weren't a KND operative.
I mean, does anyone else find it weird to be on Sign's server? You have to send him a dick pic every month.
Huh? I don't have to send me dick pics.
He definitely doesn't want you to send him a dick pic.
Sign. Because you just look down.
Well, no, he has to get his camera positioned first, right? Because he can't look down anymore.
Yeah,
I can look down
tragic
just
neck
fine,
injuries.
thank you.
The tragic micro
My
penis
man,
incident.
my man, they beating your ass and they beating your ass. They beating your ass.
Anyway, it is 10 o'clock. It is a Tuesday. We've ranted long enough. We will see everyone on Friday, where I am going to be purchasing alcohol, and we'll probably not deviate in the slightest. We'll talk about Pokemon this time. We'll talk about Pokemon. I won't forget, because I have it.
Wait, why are we going to talk about Pokemon?
because Sign wants to know how bad Pokemon can really get.
But
It would be a shame if I missed Freddy's stream.
well,
No,
Oh
just
no,
save
you
it for
don't
Tuesday.
sign.
honestly,
You caused this
Pokemon
evil
is
Ricky Bobby,
exactly
and
as
you
sad
will
and
sit
weird as you
for it.
think it is. Like,
Oh no, it's
I have
not
too
that
many good childhood
Pokemon's
memories for that.
bad. It's that the fucking people in the Pokemon section are just weird. They're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Ash is gonna get betrayed by everyone and then raped 12 times by a Lucario, and then Mewtwo is going to come out of the ground and tell Ash, wake up, you have aura powers and can shoot laser beams from your dick.
Fucking what?
And it just goes from there.
Oh,
Mhm.
no, sign. He's only making up about a third of that.
No, he's not making any of that up. I know what story he's talking about. I wish I didn't. I know exactly what story you're talking about because it was very, very infamous on AO3. And I got linked to that by someone, and they were like, hey, you should check this out. And I was like, why? And they said, because it's funny. And I was like,
It's funny in
when someone else
retrospect.
checks it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was honestly hoping Sneaky was just exaggerating half that, but at the same time, like, that sounds like something possible. And then you had to
Yeah.
validate my fears.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no.
That is the Pokemon
he-
section.
He's blurring the lines a little, but it literally, I know what Ficky's talking about.
Yeah.
No, that's depressing.
Yeah, welcome to the Pokemon section. You like everything
know
that
pretty much.
people
It gets weirder from here.
are. Yeah, everything that people hate about the Naruto section and people make fun of the Harry Potter section for, like the Pokemon section is like, no, we will embrace it. We will absorb it. We will become it. It's just like, oh Jesus Christ,
Listen,
guys.
Oh, I know.
Joker and Lopunny is wholesome. It is unironically wholesome for the Pokemon fandom. Everybody have a good night. I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, everyone.